Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zagard-tastic stream. It is I, your friend, the one, the only Z, hey, single Andrew Zagard. And I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, noon, night, evening, whatever time it is for you today. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den, my friends, and we are joined with the Mythology Guy, aka...
some guy with a beard.
I mean, that is not incorrect, but we call him Andrew here. And welcome back, Alpha, Yuki, Toko, Lily, all of you guys. How are you all doing? How has your week been? We are halfway through. It is Andrew. Yes, he was gone.
Thank you, Alpha. That's nice of you.
He was. I had to skip last Wednesday because I had to get some work done.
Yeah. It's fine. I was getting stuff done too, so it made things easier.
Yeah, it made things easier for everybody. All parties considered.
Yeah.
Now, we are getting into Assassin's Creed, and I think we're just gonna... We both decided that we're kind of done.
We're kind of done just dicking around in the game. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if we can kill the Falaki Tai, and if we can, we're gonna move on to the Hidden Ones DLC, and if we can't, we're gonna move on to the Hidden Ones DLC, and then come back and kill them later.
Yes, that's what we're gonna try to do. But thank you, Fluffy Panda BA, for subscribing. Welcome to becoming a Dragon Lord or a Dragon Lady, whichever you are. Welcome to being one of the great dragons of the Dragon's Den. You have improved our strength and our coffers tenfold. Do you guys like where the chat is, by the way? It's not in the way of anything.
I got the sword from the Brotherhood of Flame from Game of Thrones. You know, from one of the good seasons.
Yeah, one of the. You know, the first 6 seasons were fine. Okay. Season 1 was a little slow, but it kept you in the pace because you're like building the world.
I remember when I first watched season 1, I was like, it's a little hard to follow what's going on, but I do want to know what's going on.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
Yeah. It's the idiot just walking between these two horses. Hey, I helped, okay? That guy wasn't going anywhere in life, literally.
I'm gonna go out of frame, but I'm still here, chat. I'm just...
once you leave the frame, the chat freaks out. Where is he? Is he dead? What? I was hitting him, and he didn't flinch. I literally hit him with a power attack, and he was just like, yeah, what of it?
Well, he's an elite warrior, Andrew. Actually, you know, we should talk about Game of Thrones. Okay, so season 1, obviously, it's the setup season, so you're kind of just trying to learn to follow along, but it had such a good story, and you were following mostly Ned.
Look at the shape of this thing we just got.
That is a very unique... Is that a fishing hook?
Yeah, it's Maui's fish hook!
Maui's fish hook, yes.
Okay, so where's the...
So we get Shane is dead now, such a shame. Lily, I can't believe you're not more sad. I like the title, Baron.
People die.
Well, it's you become Lord or Lady. Well, I guess mods. I could think of a different title for mods.
The thing is, if I fast travel, this fucker's gonna teleport, so gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Baron Brezik says, Mythman.
Yes, Mythman is here.
ARPG Slime says, woo! And hey, Ship of the Corgo, welcome. Where you been, friend? Can't stay for long, but wanted to drop in and say I'm a huge fan, Myth Guy. Aww. Please keep up the good work. Don't let the algorithm and copyright stuff get you down too much.
Thank you, RPG Slime. That's very nice of you. Yeah, look, the copyright shit, obviously it's always going to annoy me in the moment, and there was that one time I got vehemently angry because a video I had already spent like a full month clearing of everything, then suddenly, after another month went by, just a new copyright
The Heracles one.
Which is not supposed to be possible, it's not supposed to be allowed, and so I went and connected to YouTube support, and they were just dicks to me about it, so yeah, I got really mad and I just needed to let it all out in that video. But everyone was really supportive, everyone was really nice, and eventually, happy ending, the claims did get released, and I'm supposed to get the money for that time. I still haven't gotten it, but I'm supposed to, but whatever, we'll see what happens.
I mean, that might take a bit, because they'd have to go through multiple banks.
Yeah,
so.
But they said it would all be ready to view by June 15th, which is today, and it is still not ready to view, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, whatever, you know.
But whatever, let's focus on the positives. Claims are no longer on that. My audience is awesome. I'm not going anywhere.
I love your Sea of Monsters review. So much better than the Lightning Thief. Are you saying that the movie is better than Lightning Thief, or the review is better?
I think he's saying the review.
Yeah, I just want to clarify, and if it is the review, I want to say that's obviously because it's our second time doing it, so we have a feel for it. We kind of know how to do it better. I know how to edit better. He knows how to write it out and act it better. So it I'm
so glad you edit the videos, because after I make the video, like after
you
I do
want
my
to be
part,
done.
I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel.
I just can't deal with it anymore.
I've edited a couple of my own videos. I'm in the middle of editing a few, and I'm just like,
this tree looks like a hand, doesn't it?
It's the hand of God.
Release me, mortals.
That's pretty cool, honestly. From here, it doesn't. You have to be at just the right angle.
Just the right, yeah.
All right, sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying I know what you mean, because I've been editing some of my own videos, and every time I'm listening to my own voice, I'm like, I was already here for this. I'm so bored, but I know that it's entertaining content. It's just, yeah. Number one thing, if you guys are going to get into editing at all, just remember it means you're going to watch one video at least 10 times. And I mean that quite literally. First, if you're in the video, you do it once, which means that you've already basically watched it 5 times, because being there is so much, like, you experience it multiple times just being there.
Yeah, like, I edit my TikTok videos, and that's just obviously that's a 45-second video.
But
and
even that is work.
10 to 20 times.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it's like for you with a 1 hour long video.
I mean, you get used to it. The first few times, you're going to be bored out of your skull.
I imagine.
It's like the first time you do any sort of algebra equation.
Problem is, this guy isn't like standing still. He is on the move in general. It's just, come on, catch up.
Remember last time when they were both just hanging out on the top of the mountain together?
Like, well, I can't fucking fight 2 at once.
He's like, they can't kill it.
One of them is already a fracking boss fight, basically.
Oh yeah, I have watermelon, by the way. You want some?
No, I'm this is gonna sound silly, but watermelon is too wet for me. That's honestly what I think.
I mean,
people always laugh when I tell them that. I'm like, I'm sorry, that's honestly what I think. It's too wet.
No, I get it. There's a reason it's called watermelon.
Yeah, and people are like, but you like ice cream. I'm like, look, I didn't make my taste buds.
Well, ice cream isn't watery, it's creamy.
Yeah,
There's a difference.
Thank you.
See, I understand this completely. I love both, but I understand. I like when things are more watery. It's why I like lettuce and not salad, because salad tends to get dried out with all the other stuff, but if you're just eating lettuce, it's just...
See, I'm the opposite. When I eat, like, lettuce, I want that shit dry as a bone.
Yeah.
But I don't like it either way.
See, yeah, isn't that the same reason you don't like soup?
Oh, yeah, I never eat soup.
Yeah, see, I like soup, so... I'm not surprised you said that at all.
Yeah.
Soup is like 70% just liquids.
Yeah, it's literally just... I don't even pour milk in my cereal. I have the milk in a glass on the side. Everyone called me a freak. They called me a madman, and I said, well, yeah.
Oh, your sister's birthday was recently shipped with a Corgo. Congratulations. How old is she now? Hopefully at least more than 1.
The review, both movies suck. Yeah, I'm really glad you liked that Sea of Monsters review. It took so damn long to get out because there was a lot of personal shit going on and the copyright shit going on and catching COVID.
Yeah, that made it really...
Yeah, and everything.
Thankfully, though...
And then when we finally did get it up, it immediately got claimed, and we had to spend 30 days dealing with that. People are like, why did it take you 7 months to put this up? Hey, it took me 6 months. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm.
This is why you subscribe to the Patreon, guys. You'll get it a month early.
And also, I had COVID for a month, so technically you should take a month off that. Mm-hmm.
So 5 months, not too bad.
And also during that time, we made the Hercules video.
Yeah, we were making both videos more or less at the same time.
Yeah.
And that took us, what, 2 months?
It's not like I was doing nothing for 5 months. I was still doing the daily TikToks, making the Hercules video, and making
and I noticed this yesterday. I'd like to thank all of you guys. So he now has 2 videos on the channel of his long-form videos that got up to 1 million views. This one and the Lightning Thief.
The Lightning Thief video reached 1 million. I'm really happy about that. Yeah.
And since people seem to really like this next one, I suspect this one will at least get to 800,000.
I'm sure this next one we're working on is gonna do really well. By the way, thank you for getting that Sea of Monsters review viewed so quickly, because, you know, there's a sponsorship at the beginning. That first sponsor on the channel, woohoo! And it makes a good impression on them, so that's nice. You know what's funny? I'm going to give you guys a little behind-the-scenes info. The deal with the sponsor was that the video had to reach 100K views within 30 days. And based on how well the Lightning Thief review did in the first 30 days, I was like, I think we can confidently hit that. We hit it in 2 days, and I was like, oh, I love our audience.
Yeah, little known fact, the more views, the better for the sponsor. Who would have thought?
Yeah. I tried to make the sponsorship funny, too, because I didn't want it to just be a part of the video where everyone was like, ah, boo. Like, just skip this part. I wanted to still, like, people still to be laughing and having a good time.
I feel like, I feel like most YouTubers are trying to make it at least entertaining now. Remember the original days of sponsors where they were like, I just say the script you give me? Okay,
Yeah.
I say the script you give me.
Okay, I think this is a good strategy.
Yeah, I think this is legitimate. Completely fair.
What? Who's that calling me a coward? Fuck off. I hit his horses. Now he can't use... See, I want you to note the immense amount of thought I'm putting into this strategy. Hold on.
The battery is low.
Now, you notice earlier what I did was I rode past him and struck him, but now what I'm doing is I'm riding past him and striking him. And some of you are thinking, hey, that's a lame way to fight him, and to you I say, shut up. This asshole would literally kill me in one hit because he's a cheap piece of shit. And last time we fought, I hit him like 50 times and he wasn't dead. He hit me twice and I was out. Oh shit! Oh shit! My brilliant strategy! Okay, it's okay. It's okay. We're
We
good.
did it! Yay!
Yeah!
What's that? 9 down, 1 to go.
I think there's. Oh no, there's 2 left.
Let's see.
Fine. That's fine. Now we must confirm the kill.
Oh, interesting. Alpha has not Alpha. Baron Brezek says, in my country we call watermelon. Let me see if I can pronounce this without butchering it too hard. Grogandinje.
Oh wait, he didn't count as killed because we didn't confirm the kill, so there actually is only 1 guy left.
Good to know. We have 1 left.
He's right here!
He's right there.
He's right here!
He was coming to back of his buddy, but he didn't make it in time.
The Iron Bull!
That's a cool name.
Yeah, let's go, motherfucker!
But anyway, in Baron Brezek's country, they call him Gorgandinje, which means Greek melon in Hungarian. Oh, you're from Hungary? Cool. One of my
I need to get him off that. Oh, okay, great.
he just jumped off.
That's fine with me.
One of my closest streamer friends, she's also from. No, she's from Bulgaria.
Yeah, we're going to employ a completely new technique. This time we're going to ride past him and strike. Hey! My technique! It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Here we go! Oh, this guy's tougher than the last one.
Why are you using this one and not our stronger blade?
Because I was trying to ignite him. You could hear him screaming from the fire, so I thought it was a good technique. But let's see. Maybe this is the better way to go.
I mean, they're both working.
It's more of an even match now that I think we're in the 30s of levels. This guy's level.
What level are we?
I don't know. I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah.
And it's over.
Oh, we're 39.
We did it. We did 39. Oh, okay.
Okay, so 2 level difference is fine. But
We did it. We killed the fly.
we did it. Finished all of them. And we got a quest item for this.
Yeah, we got all the keys. But what? Yeah.
A sad fishing.
Sad fishing village. I'll have you know our village has a name, you asshole.
The name of it is Sad Fish, though, because all the fish here are very sad.
Yeah.
Why? We don't know. We put cocaine in the water and everything for them.
Oh, also, you know what's funny comment I saw in the Sea of Monsters review? Someone said, hey, it's a good movie if you haven't read the books. It's like, no, it isn't.
It's a fine movie.
How many inconsistencies did I point out within the movie's canon?
I wouldn't say it's a good movie. I'd say it's fine. Like, it's a 4 or a 5.
Look, if you enjoy it, that's wonderful. I know a lot of money and work went into that film, but come on, let's not pretend it's a good film.
Yeah.
Like, I really love the Brendan Fraser Mummy movie. That's not a perfect film. You could easily point out a lot of problems in it, but I love it. Yeah.
But the other thing about good and bad is subjective when it comes to movies. Because it's like there's no objective measurement of what makes a movie good. Does it have to be a certain length? Do they have to have a certain amount of lines? Is there a certain amount of characters? Like, how do you define a good... Like, it's all going to be based on... You could love a movie and I could hate it. Like, there are people who love The Last Jedi.
I will never understand why.
I wish I was you. I wish I was you. I'm not. I'm not. I never will be.
I really like Force Awakens, even though a lot of people are like, oh, it's just it's just a
Rehash
hey,
up.
it's just a hey member movie. It's like about half of it is.
I remember
but I still had fun watching.
when Force
it.
Awakens came out, we tried to do a marathon of all the Star Wars films.
Yeah.
And we watched the first 3, and we enjoyed the first 3, but we realized they're not great, but we enjoy them.
They're very dated.
There are people who
let's be
hate
honest.
the first 3. Like, I'm talking about 1, 2, and 3. Not 4,
Oh,
5.
you're talking about the prequels.
Yeah, the prequels. Sorry, I was
it's fun to watch the prequels with friends because you can joke about the bad acting and stuff like that.
But you could tell in that movie.
There's still fun stuff in it, though. There's good action and shit.
And we both always enjoy Jar Jar because we see him as just a joke character.
We just see him as stupid shit you just laugh at.
But I get why people hate him.
Yeah.
We're trying to push her in the water.
Yeah. Hey, bitch, what you want? That is the weirdest
Is that
hairstyle
Hera?
I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
How many Magi have you met?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how do you know what a magic? Is there a training book that you read?
I killed all your brothers. Now give me your key. Okay, I don't think it's I don't think it's smart to tell the guy who just slaughtered all 9 of your brothers and took their keys, hey, I'll give you the key if you do something for me. You are standing here unarmed. What makes you think I won't just stab you through the chest?
I think she believes we're honorable because we're a Magi, so.
Yeah. If this was a game where you could make decisions, though.
I know, like in Infamous 2. I want them to remake the Infamous games. I feel like those games went under a lot of people's radars.
Yeah, Infamous 2 especially is really, really good.
Like
Infamous 1 is still really good too, but Infamous 2 I feel like really improved on it in so many ways. And I love the DLC. What's it called? Festival of Blood.
Festival of Blood is so fun because it feels like another. It's like
it's one of the best DLCs I've played. It's a whole game on its own, and it takes the game that was their original and adds new things.
I love that.
Just like Red Dead Undead Nightmare. That's one of the reasons I love that DLC so much.
Undead Nightmare is definitely like I'm with you. It's one of my favorite. I can't say for sure that one is my favorite.
Yeah.
I know for you it's your favorite Undead Nightmare.
But it has the advantage of being an expansion of one of my favorite games.
Yeah,
so
that's...
You've already got like gameplay and characters and a world I
That's
love,
exactly why mine would
it.
probably be from Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
Because one of the DLCs in that is just like...
Didn't that fix the game also?
That was that's a different DLC.
Okay.
I'm talking about so there
Prove
was
yourself as a protector by slaughtering this entire species.
Well, to be fair, they were killing another species, so that makes them evil.
I'm gonna quote that owl from Avatar. You think you're the first ones to believe your war was just?
Oh yes. His name.
I don't know. I'm from the library.
No, I know. It's his library. He's a spirit.
Yeah.
Long Key? No, that's not it.
Are you thinking of Long Claw from Sonic?
No.
That's a different owl.
I'm blanking. Someone write down the name of the owl. Let's see. I'm gonna read up on the chat. Both movies suck. True. I don't like Soup either. Okay, Toko, that's fine. I love Soup, but it's fine if you don't. I'm glad you have the people you do to keep you going, both of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Alpha. I'm glad. We're glad too. We're glad we have you guys in the chat and in the audience. I was surprised the video was approved for sponsorship, considering that book spinning scene, Monka.
Well, to be fair, they didn't actually see the video before they sponsored, but they had seen the Hercules video and the Lightning Thief video, so they originally said, hey, are you making another video like the Hercules video, because we'd love to sponsor that, and I said, eventually we will, but if you want to sponsor soon, the one we have coming up is the Sea of Monsters review, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll give that a go, and yeah, so... that's what we did.
Yeah, that's the one, because it was the next one coming out, and it's like, yeah, that way we both win.
I'm so glad we made that Hercules video. It got us so much more attention.
Yeah, which is...
everyone loves it so damn much.
There was a streamer I watched once where, around when he got to 300 subscribers on Twitch, he had a sponsor for one of his streams. Like, see, guys, this is what happens when you have 300 people paying attention to you. Sponsors will listen now.
The owl spirit is Washi Tom.
Washi Tom,
You weren't
thank
even
you.
close, man.
I was thinking Tonki, because I was, you know...
Just safe from crocodiles. Their stinking corpses will attract more predators.
Thank you, Fluffy Panda.
I admire you, man who slaughtered all of my brothers. Warrior's chest. Okay, there better be something good in it. I do not remember what's in it.
His favorite picture of his favorite metal band.
Oh, God. I tell you, after, like, how long it took us to be able to kill all those Phalaki-Tai... You know, honestly, I don't know what's in this game, but in another Assassin's Creed game, this would be, like, the armor of Altair or some shit.
I was just thinking that. I was thinking of the thing from Assassin's Creed 4, the one that lets you deflect bullets.
Yeah, that...
Oh, that was armor.
In Assassin's Creed 3, though, there's a ring that
it's
lets
a
you
ring.
deflect bullets.
Remember, it didn't have a hood, so he did the hood animation.
In Assassin's Creed 4, that was great. When you get the first Civilization armor, there's no hood, so yeah, in a cutscene where he's supposed to put his hood on, he's literally just doing this.
We have to do...
And we've been memeing that ever since.
We have to play that someday. Just for that scene alone. And,
that game is so fucking good. God. And we can count it as myth-related, because
Juno's in it. That's all you need is Juno's in it. Well, and the Aztec shit, right? Or am I remembering?
There's not really any Aztec myth stuff. There's just a
temple.
There's a like pre-order bonus or something where you can go to some Mayan ruins or some shit.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. I had it in the back of my head.
I would love it if an Assassin's Creed game went into Aztec.
It would
mythology.
fit so perfectly.
It really would.
Because people...
I don't know, maybe you could say some of the Shorn ones were assassins.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Why'd you put this chest in the middle of the ocean?
She said it's sunk.
It's right here. You could swim to it.
This isn't even deep. Look at it. This is nothing. Come on.
It's like 15 feet.
A goddamn kid could get this.
Yeah.
Maybe take the chest out before you unlock all the locks. Okay, quest completed. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? Okay, you get an armor.
You do get
set.
a cool outfit. Good. Black hood outfit. Let's
all right,
put it on.
We worked hard for this shit. I'm putting it on. Sorry, Towel. You served us well.
We've evolved from a man of the cloth to the man of the hood.
Ooh, this looks very assassin-y.
It looks very Egyptian assassin-y, too.
Hey,
we have...
get the fuck out. You see this outfit I'm wearing? I'm dangerous. This is pretty cool.
In the picture, I thought we had, like, mummy wraps on us, but this is still pretty...
Been sweet.
Yeah, but this is still pretty freaking
yeah,
awesome.
This is nice. Okay, nice.
I love the Infamous games. Me too, Alpha. I really like them. Question of the day. What's the best pizza topping on pizza, not pepperoni?
Bacon.
Bacon is really
Either
good.
bacon or linguiça for me.
Mine is a very odd one.
But linguiça is like just another form of pepperoni.
Yeah. I'm glad you went with bacon then. Alpha says sausage.
All right, we did it. We beat the Phalaki-Tai. Should we go straight for hidden ones, or do you think we should try the Trials of the Gods?
We could try one of the Trials of the Gods first.
Trial of Trial of Anubis is available. This
How
is
many
the
trials
one.
of the
There's
gods?
3. There's Sobek, Sekhmet, and Anubis.
Did we?
We didn't beat Sekhmet, but they're like event things, so they cycle.
Okay then.
Even if you beat them, they're still there.
Okay.
And Sobek is right here. So,
I was thinking of that because I
try
remembered it was in this like bog
in the
here.
marsh.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make sure we have our best bows equipped because that's the most important.
So my favorite pizza, either bacon or mushrooms. Toko says, "Ooh, those are good options." Goodbye towel. Yes, Zagard 7 for the towel chat.
Okay, we do not need a predator bow during one of these kinds of fights.
The armor is cool, but you die of heat stroke doing things these assassins do.
Let's see how this one.
I don't know if it would kill you of heat stroke because it actually.
Okay, so that's
it looks like it covers a lot of the sun off your skin. What really causes heat stroke isn't just getting hot. It's mostly your head getting hot and the sun coming on your head. That's why.
Health is
But the fact that it's black probably. I don't know. Actually, I don't know how. Because they do wear dark clothes in Egypt. But they usually wear dark, long, like, baggy robes, so...
After spending all that time in a towel to go from that to this, he's probably very hot.
Yeah, that's fair. You're in Egypt, the temperature in Egypt are high. I'm just thinking, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, Yuki.
This is way more powerful.
Because I know that with, that they do wear, like...
And health on hit.
The helmet is enough. It's not a helmet, it's a hood.
Yeah,
it's not metal.
There's no helmet here. It's a hood.
I think most of this is cloth. Some of it might be leather.
Yeah. I think like there's some like armor pieces on like with the chest and the shoulders that might be leather or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the only reason I'm saying I don't know if you get heat stroke is just because it looks like it's mostly cloth.
Dude,
but
all right, here we go.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm just thinking out loud. I wonder.
This is as ready as we're gonna get. So here we go.
Baron Brezek, I'll read your statement in a second. I'm just I'm just getting through it. There's something I was gonna say. Oh yeah, my favorite pizza topping. It's kind of an odd one, but I love this food as not a topping. And when you put it on pizza as a topping, for me, it makes it just like so delicious. I've only tried it once because I've only seen it in one country, and that was in France, and that's mussels. Mussels are a delicious topping, in my opinion.
Oh, I bet.
You don't like mussels, so. Or at least you've never...
I think I said before, but I'll say again, this is a good Sobek design. This, like, it looks exactly how I would picture Sobek, plus a little bit of First Civilization-y stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Oh, shit. Okay, maybe I should start with the warrior bow, since the light bow gets us health on it. Maybe that's better after we've been hit a few times. And this warrior bow technically does more damage. It's just not as... It's got a shitty rate of fire, and I think it's closer range required.
Well, also in the early game, it doesn't really matter. Because right now, he's just doing those attacks.
Okay, so I'll switch to the light bow later when we're going to start needing that health on hit thing a lot more.
I wish the dodge in this game was a little better.
Yeah, the dodge in this game kind of sucks.
Because you got to do this like crouch, and then you can
do
roll.
Yeah, dude. And that's how, instead of just diving to the side, we can do several other hits.
So let's see. Baron Brezek says the Star Wars prequels are bad, but at least they had a soul. The new trilogy just lacks not just a soul, but also passion and care.
The thing the prequels have over the new trilogy is you could tell the whole thing was planned out from the start, like
yeah.
in the prequels.
This one you can easily tell
you can
nothing
easily
was
tell
planned.
There was no plan. It's so obvious.
When they resurrected Palpatine, all it said to me is that we, the writers, ran out of ideas, so here's Palpatine again.
Honestly, I thought it was a good idea to bring back Palpatine, but they needed to build it up in some way. Maybe in Last Jedi, like, you could have had, like, some sort of hint that Palpatine is still alive or something. I mean, like, maybe right after Snoke's death, you could have some sort of reveal or some shit, but obviously Snoke's death wasn't even planned to be in that movie in the original thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know, like, what to even think. I know J.J. Abrams, like, originally when everyone hated on Last Jedi, he came out and defended it, but then I think it was Simon Pegg or someone revealed, oh no, he was just saying that because he has to. He's actually just as mad at Last Jedi as everybody else is. Because, you know, he set everything up in Force Awakens, and it's not fun to watch everything you set up just be tossed aside, you know? But also, it's a problem. Like, instead of just setting things up, you should have... Even JJ should have had a plan, I feel like. Be like, hey, this is where I want this stuff to go, so Kathleen, you know, maybe do something with that. Or, I don't know, maybe he did. It's hard to say.
Well, it's the difference between Kathleen Kennedy and Kevin Feige at Marvel. Kevin Feige at Marvel had a plan for all of his his whole Marvel universe from beginning to end.
As you should.
and then whenever creators would come in to make a movie, he'd say, "You guys do whatever you want with your movie, but you have to put this in at some point and this in."
So long as you follow these basic things in order to keep in line with how the franchise is heading and like where it is, like you can do whatever else you want. I think that's the perfect way to do it.
That's why the ether was in Thor 2, because Kevin Feige told him you just have to put the ether in there at some point. That's why the Time Stone was in Doctor Strange, because Kevin Feige told him, hey, you have to put in the Time Stone here, because we need to introduce this stone. And
we're doing the overarching narrative. Wait, what? What? Oh, there is a way out. At first I was like, is the whole area just...
No, you can get out. And honestly, bringing back Palpatine isn't a bad storyline, because that was in the original extended universe comics.
His health on hitbow is perfect for this boss.
I thought you were just dodging really well. No,
I was dodging well, but also, like, you know, it's good to, like, any hits I was taking, I was getting the fucking health right back. God damn. You know what? Just block. Because it's arrows.
I think that's what you're supposed to do for that one. Okay. We got this.
More than half dead. I've got this. I think I've got this one.
Let's see. And then Toko earlier said he recently thought of a new mythology common writer where the plot is a proxy war between the Egyptian mythology and Greek mythology. Interesting. It's a hood. Oops. It's fine, Yuki. We all mistake
So, Beck, if
things.
you would just see right now how you don't have that weakness out. If you would just stay that way, you would win this fight very easily.
I don't think you can control it. I feel like Sobek is an automated machine, not a living entity in this universe.
They say it's an animus glitch. Like, that's their continuity.
Oh. So I was kind of right. Wait, an animus glitch?
Well, we don't know what's causing it. It could be that there was an actual entity here at this time, and it's fucking up the animus in some way.
Interesting. I would like it to be more than that, like, oh, the gods are trying to F up with your...
Actually, you know what I could see? Like, what if these were genetically engineered creatures created by the first civilization or something?
Do you remember if we get anything from them?
From these guys?
Yeah.
It's, you get this, like, armor of Anubis.
Oh, right. You just get a...
It's an outfit.
Yeah, you just get a skin. Dang.
Because they made skins don't affect your stats anymore, so it's like, we can give you the armor.
That way you can do fashion souls.
That way we can, even though, like, you can earn this cool armor through gameplay, we've still made it so if you want the best stats, you still have to buy our microtransactions, because fuck you, we're Ubisoft.
Kinda, yeah. Thanks for following Cadent Ostrich. Or Cadent Ostrich? How do you want me to pronounce it? Cadent or
so
Cadent?
Perfect for this boss fight. I seriously can't describe how good this is.
I can't say I agree with using it as an original extended universe as just a case for Resurrection Palpatine being a good idea. Well, I was just starting that because the way they do it.
Oh! Out of ammo! Come! Oh, he's dead.
The way they did it in the original extended universe is.
I did it. I defeated a god. And I did it without Pandora's box. Suck on that, Kratos. Yeah, we also got a sword. Cool.
Oh, we do get something cool out of it. Oh, and it looks like it's stronger than one of our swords.
Probably. Anyway, and yeah, see, the trial's still right there. You can just immediately do it again.
Got it.
Honestly, I don't even know how I feel about that. It makes it feel like I didn't really accomplish
anything. I know what you mean, yeah. Like, I don't know why they would...
Yeah. Oh, and one thing I don't really like is you have to, like, do these boss fights several times to get the Anubis armor from them. And I'm not doing that. I'm only going to beat each one once.
Wait. So this is like...
Like, the first time you beat it, you get a good sword. Then the second time, you get, like, a bow or something. And if you beat it the third time, then you get, like, one of the Anubis skins. There are 3 different Anubis skins, one for each of these gods.
Why not just make different skins for each god instead of making them all Anubis?
Exactly. Why not have a Sobek skin, a Sekhmet skin, and an Anubis skin? I mean, I guess technically we already have some Sekhmet armor from an earlier mission in the game, but make a different one. Or make it a different god. I don't know.
2... Why make me fight the... Like, This
Yeah,
game already has enough in it. You don't need to have repeat content.
I don't like it. Now, what if you wanted to make it so the Anubis armor is the big finale armor? Just say when you beat all 3 of them, then you get the Anubis armor. That's all you need to do. Like, you don't need to make it beat the same one 3 times. I hate that shit.
Also,
I hate that tedious, lazy garbage.
Now,
Shit that the Avengers game does. Do you know those missions you did? Now you have to do the same one 15 times in order to complete this mission. It's fucking stupid.
see, the only reason I would be okay with it, if this was a live-action MMO or an MMORPG.
Live action?
Sorry, a live service MMORPG, where...
If it's like an MMO... Well, yeah, MMOs do that shit too,
yeah.
Honestly, I never liked it that much when they do it either. Like, when we were playing Star Wars The Old Republic and we had to keep replaying the same Flashpoint missions over and over and over again.
I get for you that would be more annoying, but it makes more sense because this is supposed to be a game that they want you to play continuously over and over and over again.
That's the thing, though. That's what they did with Avengers. They were like, okay, this is a live service, so how do we get people to keep playing it? Oh, I know. We'll tell them to keep replaying the same shit over and over and over again instead of just, adding in new shit or making it a competent game to begin with. I know I gave that game a good review, and I'm thinking of going back and changing my opinion on it, because part of the reason I was nice to that game was I thought it would get better over time, and it got worse over time, and now I'm really mad at it.
Yeah, I would get that.
That is cool!
I love this design for Anubis.
Awesome! Anubis!
Now I'm very curious how they did Sekhmet.
Oh, and I have absolutely no fucking arrows. This is a problem.
They'll give out some arrows, won't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, like right there.
I should have gotten some before I came here. Yeah. He's a little harder. His attacks
Yeah.
are harder than mine.
Okay, now you can shoot him.
Here we go. Oh, he has way more health than Silva.
Well, he is 3 levels higher,
yeah,
so.
it makes sense.
Nice dodge, nice. They had so many good stories that could have been made into movies, but instead of using those stories, they tossed them aside. Yeah, I know what you mean. What I was saying...
Yeah, I agree with you about the extended universe.
The way they did it, though, with the Palpatine coming back thing is, as soon as he kills Palpatine and Vader die on the... whatever. The extended universe clearly starts the story saying that one of the things Palpatine was doing was he was trying to find a way to make himself immortal, and that's why he has clones of himself. The problem with them doing it in the movies is that they had no setup for it. That's why it's bad in the movies. I'm not saying that in the movies it was good. I'm saying it could have been good in the movies.
I'm saying they had good ideas in the movies. They executed it like shit.
Yeah. Really, really bad. Just really bad.
They didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
They were like, we're making a Star Wars movie? Do we need to have a plan? No! People will watch it anyways. And that turned out to be true for 2 movies.
The Force Awakens felt like the We're Sorry movie for, like, the prequels and everything. Oh, shit. These guys are way tougher.
And he does this weird thing.
I don't know if I'll be able to beat this or not, but, if I can, great. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That did way too much damage.
It's okay.
I need to use the health bow.
I got some health back.
Yeah.
It's nice
I
that...
actually kind of like that he caged us in here together.
Yeah. I'm not trapped in here with you.
Yeah,
you're trapped in here with me.
Motherfucker. What's good is, like, once I use the health bow to start getting health back for, like, my second bar, then that bar will start automatically healing as time goes by.
Yeah,
that's a good way to use the health.
They did make the healing mechanic not too bad if there was healing, but there isn't a lot.
Especially if you know how to abuse it, which is what I'm currently doing.
Oh, now you're trapped in here with all 4 of them.
Yeah, now it's a problem. See, now I'm mad. Okay, whatever.
You got 3 guys left. 2 of them are 1 hit.
This is painful.
Or a couple. Live action MMO. Wow. Anubis is the best boy. Anubis is cool. I never do this whole best boy thing, unless it's like a character I actually really like.
Anubis is basically a character in Egypt that he's kind of like Hades. He just does his job. Like,
I feel like most death
he's
gods are
used
like
as
that.
Yeah, like he's the only death gods I can think of that are like evil are the Mesopotamian one, and technically Hell. I know people are like, Hell's not actually evil. It's like, yeah, but she, like, the reason, like, she was sent down to the underworld, like, kind of like how the reason, like, Jormungandr was thrown into the sea and the reason Fenrir was tied up was because
They
there was
supported
a prophecy that the Norns told or something that all three of them would become evil and wicked and fight against the gods in Ragnarok.
Well, Fenrir's prophecy was a little more vague than that.
Yeah, Fenrir's was a little more vague.
It was he might have the potential one day to destroy all of Asgard, and then the gods, being nervous, were like, we should tie him up.
So, yeah, in order to keep Hel and Jormungandr away, they, like, gave Hel the job of, like, looking after the underworld, and they threw Jormungandr into the ocean. Which I don't think Hel or Jormungandr really mind.
Yeah, I don't think they mind. Or at least not yet they don't.
Fenris really got the short end of the stick.
What's with the sudden decide, monk? Wait, what? Sudden decide? I'm confused. What you mean by that? The writers are minor gods who get powers from different gods in their mythology, and the reason they are going to war is they are after the apples of Eden.
I hate these hyenas. They're a total pain to dodge. Oh god. Okay.
You realize apples
to the health bow.
You realize the whole thing about the apples of Eden, that's only from this series, right? Because the original forbidden fruit wasn't actually an apple in the Bible.
Yeah, it was pomegranate, like many.
Well, that's what one theory is.
But yeah, a lot of people call it an apple, though. So
yeah,
I get it. Oh, I'm out of here. Bye.
I like what they said that the forbidden fruit was in the Constantine show.
Oh yeah,
it was a flesh fruit.
You're that far in.
Well, I saw almost the entire first season of Constantine. Wait, what show?
What? I'm sorry, I'm mixing up Constantine with Lucifer.
Yeah, I didn't. I kind of stopped with Lucifer. It was. I liked Lucifer, and I liked the way they the way he would solve crimes. It was very entertaining.
Yeah, the whole like, what do you desire?
But I don't know. I didn't.
If I didn't have the health bow, I would not be able to fucking.
Oh yeah, you would have lost already.
Like... Oh no!
Okay.
Come on, I've got Anubis half dead. I'm doing pretty good here.
Yeah, you are doing really well. What are those circles he's summoning? Do they just?
It's bones because he's the god of death.
Oh, okay. I like how he's the god of death, but he isn't. He isn't like Thanatos, where he's the one who collects the souls.
Oh no, he is.
He is. Oh, yeah. I remember reading.
It depends on what version you look at, because Egypt, like when every pharaoh came up with their own shit, so that's one reason why Egyptian mythology can be really all over the place.
Yeah, that makes sense, because when, if I was king and I was also part god, I would just make up whatever shit I want.
Every fucking pharaoh, the gods granted me a vision last night. Every goddamn one.
And they always contradict each other.
Yeah.
It's like It's like J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson.
Okay, I think we should level up before trying this again. Let's go do the hidden ones. Let's stop wasting everybody's time.
Welcome, Tuxby. Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome to the Dragon's Den. What brought you here? Was it the watermelon? Because you can't have any.
There is one thing I want to check first, because if I recall correctly, there's something kind of cool down here in this desert area. Something kind of cool that...
Is it an ice box?
Yeah, it's totally an ice box.
Yes. It's the frozen Xbox that was foretold in ancient past. I know, but later during the season, it's revealed that it was a ploy created by Gaia so she can get the two mythologies to go to war. Why does she want the two mythologies to go to war?
Because she's a douche!
I kind of, you know what I like about Gaia is that she's both evil and not evil at the same time.
She's basically just a mom who's like
Taking
very overly mom.
Yeah, she's taking everything too far. She's like, I hate that you hurt my children all, so I'm gonna slaughter all of
like,
you. Which is still,
like,
technically.
Zeus, how dare you lock your father and his siblings in Tartarus after they, you know, after he tried to swallow you and swallowed your siblings and didn't let his siblings out of Tartarus. Now we're gonna punch. Gaia's just mad if any of her kids are in Tartarus. If any of her kids are in Tartarus, Gaia's like, oh, fuck that. We're gonna...
Mike, you can't take my kids to jail. My son is a good boy. I don't care how many children he swallowed. He was a good boy.
She's one of those moms, yeah.
I did a mythology roleplay once, and there was a death god club, and they were just really, really chill, while everyone else caused a bunch of freaking chaos. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I like how D&D explains why gods want worshippers in power, is because for every worshipper you have, you gain a little bit of power, and that's how you can become a greater deity if you have at least like 2 million followers. Yeah. And so the strongest gods are gods that are just that are in charge of domains that everybody needs. Like the god of light is one of the strongest because everybody loves light. Everybody loves to be able to see. Mm-hmm. So whether you pray to the light or not, it's important to you and you use it. Like, and another one of the gods who's really powerful in D&D is the god of lies, because everyone lies. But the thing is, it's really hard to make a church out of that because his whole thing is lie and murdering. Yeah. And if your worshippers are meant to actually propagate lying and murdering, how do you make a church out of that? You're gonna be. It's like the
lying to each other.
It's like the Sith in Star Wars. Yeah. They just kill each other for power. It's like,
why it's not sustainable.
And yet he's still one of the strong, or he was one of the strongest at one point, until all the other gods didn't like him because he murdered another god. And they imprisoned him for 1,000 years.
The first and only truth of the god of lies. There can only be two. One to have the lies and one to crave them.
If it was Discordia wanting that war, I could get that. Oh, I see.
Discordia is the Roman name of Eris.
Ah, that makes sense. Lucas admitted in an interview that the main reason he sold Star Wars to Disney is because they didn't want his stories and because he wanted he was 70 years old, and at the time he didn't know if he'd live long enough to actually make the films. That makes sense. I get that. If I'm at 70 and I want to keep making films, but I don't know if I'll be able to, I'd definitely sell to Disney.
Yeah.
Or at least another company.
I know he wasn't too thrilled with The Force Awakens because like he was a little sad that they threw out all his ideas, I think.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate.
I can't imagine how he felt watching The Last Jedi. Like, I as a fan felt so shat on and disrespected. He created this story.
At least he likes The Mandalorian because he's on the set for that.
I imagine. That's great, and that feels like it's paying respect to the series. So yeah. Honestly, look, I honestly think that even if you buy from George Lucas, I think it's a good idea to keep him on and take his ideas. Just like, the Force Unleashed game, which I think is a fantastic game, they were working directly with Lucas to make that. And
I could feel
that.
They
said, yeah, like I've seen like some the creators talking about. They said Lucas had very high. Look, this is what I was talking about.
Oh.
Lucas had very high aspirations. He had very high expectations, but it was because he cared so much about the series and everything. And he wasn't. They said he wasn't a dick about it or anything. He just really wanted to make sure the quality was high. Yeah.
Lights among the dunes. You know what this makes me think of? One of the cauldrons in Horizon.
Oh, yeah, kinda.
Just because it's this weird metal platform.
What's that?
Isn't it Anubis Warrior? Okay.
And this isn't part of the DLC or anything, by the way.
Yeah, I could tell. If we were going to the DLC, you can... DLCs usually
These are mummies.
Interesting. I wish there was more of this throughout the main story.
That would have been amazing. I do kind of like that they just make it something you can find, though. Because I remember when I first found it, I was like, what the hell? Like, probably what you were thinking.
Yes, I started filling in some holes in my head, which made it...
I figured we should go here because mythology.
Yes, that makes sense. You know what would have been nice if they had, like, smaller versions of this where you get to certain areas and mummies start showing up?
Yeah.
And there were hints that led you here instead of it being...
Yeah, maybe something like that. Like, they have hints and stuff in Red Dead that lead you to certain areas and shit like that. Maybe they could have done something.
Yeah, because this is so far out of the way.
Yeah,
it's literally
there's nothing nearby. There's nothing nearby, which I guess makes sense for the theme of this. But yeah, have some. I mean, Bayek says, "Is this the thing I heard about?" So maybe someone did mention it at some point. But I remember when I first found it, I only found it because I was trying to 100% the map, and I only did it now because I remembered this was here.
Yeah, it just feels like. Well, I think this is super cool. I just wish there was more to lead me to it. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. There could have been more, like, hints or something.
Well, thanks for following, Soulman1204. What brought you here to the Dragon's Den? Is it the videos on Andrew's channel, the videos on my channel? Was it the gods themselves who brought you here? Please let me know.
No, they're here because of Claire's channel.
Oh, clearly it has to be Claire's channel.
Yeah, they found me through Claire, and then they found, the rest through that.
That makes sense. That makes 100% sense.
I do sometimes wonder if anyone ever, like, finds me through Claire, since usually it's the other way around. But, I'm sure Claire's channel will get big enough to the point where that starts happening regularly.
Maybe not. She doesn't post a whole bunch on there, so it might not happen like that.
Well, we'll see how things go for her.
And it's not necessarily that I don't have faith in her. It's just, it's not her main focus.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
yeah. Let's see. That's the reason why she's doing it.
A lot of mummies here. This is why you need to stop burying people with swords and shields.
Would you say you're a purple dragon? Yes, I am a purple dragon.
Then after you kill them, they turn into sand.
They return to the sands from which they came.
I always like to think the Egyptian gods, like instead of blood, have sand in their veins, because the first gods were made by Ra from the sands of Egypt.
That would make sense. That would be, I get that. I would imagine they'd have golden sand, not just
probably,
regular, like how the gods have gold acre.
You could say this is the first sand.
Ooh, that would make sense. That would be fucking cool.
Oh, we even have heavy mummies, captain mummies, commander mummies.
You know, I'm kind of surprised by that Egypt didn't have a. Well, actually, maybe they just didn't have the technology for it, but they didn't have a lot of glass.
That's true.
And there's no, like, god of glass and fire.
There's no god of glass in anything.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting. I'm kind of surprised about that, because glass is pretty freaking cool. I guess it's because when they started really...
the movie isn't, but...
True. To be fair, when we first started worshipping glass more as a thing, it was during the Christianic period. That's when they started trying to, like, make special glass with glass-stained windows and stuff, so they could... It was to prove that we could control light just like the gods will.
I personally find it very interesting, and I talked about this in a fun fact video, but I'll talk about it here. Egypt didn't actually have any myths of mummies rising. It was never a thing in Egyptian culture. They believed, when you're dead, now you're going to the afterlife, and the mummification is to preserve your body and stuff. They never had any stuff of mummies getting up and, like... That was created in Europe.
That's very interesting.
That was created in Europe in a, like, as, like, a subject for stories. And the first mummies that were used in fictional stories weren't even as monsters. They were, like, as love interests and stuff.
So it was warm bodies.
Kind of. Like, there's literally... You should see some of these book titles. There's the oldest one, I believe, is called The Mummy's Foot. I swear to God.
Was he mixing some Japanese myth in there?
But you know what my favorite book title is? And, like, from this... And this isn't a recent thing. This is, like, from hundreds of years ago. My New Year's Eve Among Mummies. That sounds like an episode of Abbott and Costello,
Or like a
some
kid's book
shit.
or something.
Yeah.
That's a very...
How do I get? I thought this was the way, but the Mandalorian led me in the wrong direction.
This is not the way.
Okay, so seriously,
Sandy veins
No,
sounds
it's-
painful. Well, not if you're a god.
is that the entrance there?
Perhaps.
Someone has entered the dragon.
Maybe continue to fly. Thank you for following Vax Note Vex. What brought you here
Oh
to
boy,
the Dragon's
treasure.
Den?
I'm looking for an entrance.
How did you know there's treasure there, Sandu? How did you know?
How are you seeing through this?
Oh, maybe that's the entrance. Look to your right. More to your right. Up there. Down a little bit. Down a little. Down. To the right. Right. More. Way further to the right. Down there. Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something that looked like an opening over there.
I'm wondering, is this
That is a
no,
concerning trend. I mean, how concerning is it really? How concerning is it really, friends?
Yeah. The mummy's foot, by the way, for anyone who actually wants to know, is a story of a mummy who, like, she loses her foot and she has to find it.
Huh. So she has to hobble around the world looking for her foot?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Again, sounds like a kid's
Someone
book.
has
It
entered
does.
the dragon.
That just sounds like your basic. Maybe that's the entrance?
Maybe, yeah. Let me...
Can we fire
Can I
it?
even get up there, though? Wait, did I go down here?
This is where we were.
Doesn't that look like the entrance, though? Look at
Yes,
this.
yes, it does.
Motherfucker. How would I even get up to that? I don't know where.
You gotta glide across, Andy.
I'm not gonna dick around here all day. I came here to show people the mummies, and if I can't find a way in, I'm just gonna move on.
If anybody wants to look up the way in and let us know, that's all good and dandy.
There's one way I'm gonna test if that's the way. Let me get the predator bow back out and see if I can shoot through that cobweb.
The main rider is the son of Horus, set and his rider design is a tall man with a dog-like head, and he has gold as the main color and blue as the secondary color.
No, I
Okay.
think that's just solid. I don't think there's an entrance in there because look, yeah, that's just a rock. There's not like.
Really? Because it's shaped differently.
I think you know what I think that is. I think that's a sun disk.
Okay.
You know, one of Set and Horus's babies.
Yes, that's that.
Already
Yep.
got in here.
Oh, there's another
Warm-
thing that
warm-
looks like an entrance.
Yeah,
I think this
let's-
might be the entrance because it's being
Maybe they
guarded.
like intentionally have all these fake out entrances just to be assholes.
I mean, if I was dead for 1,000 years, I would fuck with people like that. How do we know how long the Egyptian Empire lasted?
Oh, a long time.
I know it's at least a couple hundred years,
Yeah,
but I'm
centuries for sure.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
I think this might be the entrance.
Okay.
And there's a tomb here, or a tombstone.
Tablet.
A tablet.
You know, the exact same one at every other place.
Yeah, because they didn't decide to
Exact same
change the picture at all.
Ancient writing from the old kingdom.
Writing from the old kingdom.
Yeah.
You know what's
We're currently in what's called the New Kingdom.
you know what's interesting is in the Nordic lands, because their language has changed almost not at all. It's mostly the same as it was a few hundred thousand years ago. They can read ancient text writings with little to no difficulty,
Swell.
which is pretty cool. I wish we could do that, but English has changed way too much.
Yep.
We don't even use the same language we used to. This is a
Oh,
lot of mummies.
Here's them breeding their army.
No, the army it grows.
Who the fuck else is down here?
And more importantly, how? It took me forever just to find this entrance.
What if I don't help them?
Well, then you would be what is called a dick.
But I am a dick.
Oh, okay. Still weird that they birthed sun discs. That makes no sense.
It's mythology, man. Nothing ever makes sense. Hey, yeah, how you doing? Anyway, I'm gonna go grab more shit first.
Yeah, I'll be back. Don't worry. That's how I get rid of them. Thank you. I'm still pretty new to Twitch, so I extra appreciate the help.
They've got sun staffs here.
Faded
That's
for a
pretty
horrible
cool.
oblivion. You love jokes? Good for thank you.
wasn't
Just
your
wish I wasn't
joke
missing
sounds-
anything thanks to stupid ads.
Oh.
Well, that's just Twitch
Sorry.
for you. I can't do
I don't
anything.
know how that works.
I can't really do anything about that. If you don't want ads, you can always just sub. That's true. You could subscribe and you'll never get ads again. Except for when we go on break, where I play my own ads. Icelandic, can, Danish, Swedish, and Norwegians are a little more difficult.
I am lucky to be alive. I was attacked by corpses.
Wait, it took this long for them to attack you? They were attacking me like 30 feet ago.
Yeah, how'd you get this fucking far?
I came in search of the lost army of
I think we found them. We've been fighting them.
Thousands of men lost forever in a
I think these are the. I like how our words are now muffled.
As I approached, I saw a golden light. At last, I thought the gods have chosen me for the treasure of the lost army.
Are you an adventurer or a grave robber?
Man must live.
A man doesn't need to live. Look at all these dead people.
Yeah, I know. They're not living and they seem to be doing.
Also, you failed to mention women. Educate yourselves.
Well, men implies both. We are all men in the sense that we are the human race. Mythman, I know an Egyptian joke. By that I mean a joke made by ancient Egyptians. Want to hear it? What do you mean mist?
I will help you get to safety.
Yeah, I don't know. Retrieve the mysterious artifact. It's so mysterious.
I will find out what happened. Stay hidden here.
Okay, so his camel fled into the desert. We need to get the artifact. Oh, place 5 of these things I've found in order to activate this. Okay, what is this? I actually don't remember what this is.
Yuki, can you scroll up in the chat and?
Oh, it's a first civilization.
Oh, fucking,
tech
that's
thing.
cool. A pedestal.
It has been 105 days since the great catastrophe. The messenger speaks.
The color blue. We believe everyone sees it as we do. Ocean, sky, international Klein blue. What's to say yours and mine are of the same hue?
Is this just poetry? Did we find somebody slam poetry in here?
Do you truly see it as I do? Frequencies so high, only a few can
Yeah, this is slam poetry.
This is just snap,
get the taste of
snap, everybody.
colors.
You're supposed to snap afterward. You're interrupting this brilliant slam.
I wanted to be done sooner.
glass.
Please do not bore us as we speak of Horus. the
Why are
son
there so
of
many
Osiris,
pauses
the son-
between this? That's what bugs me.
Yeah.
Color blindness. Tinnitus.
Whoa, what's up with tinnitus? What are we doing here?
Synesthesia.
What does
What's
this have to
going
do
on?
with the color blue?
Yeah.
Reality.
Maybe you should watch The Color Purple. Better film.
Gets solved over and over again by the observer.
Hello?
Your thoughts.
Did you guys seriously build all this shit just to put a poem in here? My God, look at all this.
I think it's supposed to be philosophy about how we don't all process the same thing.
Yeah, you know what? If I can write that shit on Wattpad, we don't need it.
On what pad?
We don't need you to build an entire temple just for you to preach your, like,
Your mind.
your
defines
shit
how
to
much you
everybody.
can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand.
Ooh, it's so meaningful.
Perception.
I wonder if this guy's noticing it. Hey, you see what's happening?
Wait, did you end it prematurely?
I don't know. Do we care?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hoping it would have something interesting near the end there, but.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to end it. Maybe I didn't. Who
Yuki,
knows?
can you
Who
go up in the
knows?
chat and see if Baron has other messages? Because I scrolled up and I don't see any other messages from that name. Besides the missed one, then he says, "Are they not going through?" Seems, but you don't have to write missed. If it's been a while and I haven't commented, just copy and paste the message. Writing missed is kind of, it's a little annoying.
Yeah. Oh, another one of those things. Doo-doo.
Okay, so what do you think the next philosophy they're going to talk about? Is it going to be about taste?
Oh God, you think there's gonna be more? I think that's the only thing to activate in here because
that's boring.
It's a location complete, but no, but there's also the mission of finding the artifact that the guy.
Oh, okay.
Like, well, so there's still that. But as for location objectives, we've completed them. There were 2. Examine that tablet when we walked in, and activate that poetry slam.
Speaking of, remember how we were talking to that guy, and and Bayek asked if he was a grave robber?
Yeah, it's like hypocrite for one.
Well, for one, but also I remember I read this post a while ago, where this guy said, he asked, so, what are the people who go into tombs, and they find dinosaur bones? What's that job called again?
Archaeologist.
Yeah, he goes, so my fellow archaeologists out there, how many years does it take for someone to go from a grave robber to being an archaeologist? And somebody replied, as an archaeologist, I find this question to be very uncomfortable to answer. And then someone's like, oh, you fucking grave robber, aren't you? You're gonna go around digging in my grandma's coffin next, you fucking monster.
God, these guys keep respawning.
He wants to know if you'd like to hear an ancient Egyptian joke. I mean, just post the joke.
Go ahead. I love jokes.
Yeah, just post the joke, and I'll read it when I read it. The joke goes something like this. How do you entertain a pharaoh? Cover some women with fish nets and sail them down the Nile. Then tell the pharaoh to go and catch some fish. That sounds like a real joke. Is that why we say there's plenty of fish in the sea? Because of that Egyptian joke? Is that where that comes from? Because women wear fish nets?
And is that actually from ancient Egypt? Because I thought the oldest recorded joke was the key joke.
No. There are older recorded jokes, like the one about the a woman will never not fart in a man's lap, in her husband's lap. Is another joke. I think that's an entrance to your left.
I know, but I'm trying to get out of here because I have to get the camel that ran away with the artifact.
Oh, I didn't know that's what we were doing. Wait, why'd the camel run away with the artifact?
Because the camel's kind of a douche.
Fucking camel-y, the camel. For some reason, I don't think archaeologists go into human tombs to get dinosaur bones. Malcolm Magum.
Hey, you don't know what you're gonna find.
Yeah, you don't know what
Maybe
kind of...
that's why some dinosaurs haven't been properly researched yet. We're not checking the human tomb.
Yeah, look for some human tombs, man. The place is called Seth Antatum. We know who Seth is. Do you know who Anat is?
If I had to guess, it's probably like... You know what? One thing that also makes Egyptian mythology really convoluted, some of the gods have multiple names.
Yeah, that would be annoying. It's like how you mix up the Greek and Roman names, but,
but
this
literally
is even worse.
Egypt in its own country has multiple names for the same gods.
Yeah, this was Jeff, and what's his other name? Hakolokuleksha!
Like Thoth has another name, I can't even remember what it was. Some people say Anubis and Anput are 2 different gods. Some people say it's 2 different names for the same god.
It's kind of ironic that you don't remember the knowledge god's second name. You lack the knowledge.
That's because I just think of him as Thoth. I don't care about the second.
Yeah, you don't really need 2 names for him. It's talking about the same guy.
Gee, Shane, I wonder where in that area the artifact is.
I'm gonna say to your left.
Yeah.
You're going the wrong way. I think you're going the wrong way. What, did the artifact make a sandstorm?
Where could it be?
Why do we gotta call Senu?
Yeah.
We can see. If a dinosaur shows up, that'll make this my favorite Assassin's Creed right now.
Over here. Oh, these people are worshipping it.
Because it's an apple of Eden, I'm assuming. And it killed the camel.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, I can't attack. No fair. It might be a piece of Eden.
This is it.
Camel got, like... How did it get killed, though?
I think it overwhelmed his brain.
Yeah, it's not a piece of Eden. Ah, but it...
Oh, maybe these people started attacking it, that's what.
Maybe, yeah.
Are these even real people? They look very shadowy.
I think the relic might have done something.
Well, because that person just disappeared, and so did that other guy you attacked. Yeah, I don't think they're real people.
They're not really attacking. I'm just murdering them.
Maybe it's a possibility. What is it? What the?
Oh, here come the mummies.
Okay, this is fucking cool. I wish this was like hinted towards more.
Shouldn't the mummies be burning? I think mummies would be even more flammable.
No, no. They wetted their cloths first with water.
Oh shit. Okay, here you go.
All right, we'll take over. You take over the chat. Here you go. According to my nephew, everyone 30 plus is already a dinosaur. Your nephew is. How old is your nephew? Like
sounds
6?
fun.
Why does our camel look like it's slowly dying? It's losing all its color. All its
Dear.
all its beautiful chocobo colors. What's the dodge button again? Square?
Yeah, square is to dodge, L1 is to block, R1 is to attack, R2 is heavy attack.
Alright, go into supersonic speed, camel. Go.
They couldn't have spawned us a little closer.
No, you gotta walk all the. It's part of. It's not the journey.
Had to be fucking 700 meters away.
Your sister has the same philosophy. Your sister and his nephew are not very intelligent then. When they get to be 30.
Hey, that's not. When I turn 30, I want to be a dinosaur.
Well, I think they mean old, not the fact that you are a reptilian creature that was an apex predator. So you know how so we saw the you know how we saw the new Jurassic World, and they had the Allosaurus
the Giga-Allosaurus.
Yeah, so you know how they were like it's the largest land mammal known to man.
I think they said largest predator known to man.
The funny thing is even among archaeologists, it's debated if a T-Rex or that is bigger, because we found there are some T-Rex skeletons that are gigantic, and the reason everybody knows about the T-Rex is because it was the most apex predator in the time, so just so many of them were around that it's easier to have bones of them. And it's just funny how they're like, no, it definitely was, even though most archaeologists argue about it to this day.
Nice. Toko says that, his main weapon is a sickle sword. The story on how he was born is pretty funny. Okay, cool. Let's hear it.
Someone snotted him out. That's it.
If it's any Egyptian birth, it's probably funny. There are some people. There were a couple gods born because their dad just jerked off.
Only a couple. Wow.
Yeah, their dad just jerked off, and the seed that shot out became kids.
Which one is this?
These are the gods of air and moisture. Tefnut and Shu, I believe.
Well, I know Shu is air.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just making sure it was Shu who was born this way. But yeah, Shu and Tefnut. Of course, moisture came from...
Oh, thank you for following, simple-minded wizard. Is your only spell explosion? Is that what makes you simple-minded?
This is hard.
You know what else is hard? Overcooked pizza.
I guess if you cook it enough, yeah.
Yeah, overcooked pizza is really hard. It's like eating a rock. It's also good for defending yourself against enemies.
You know, I like my pizza a little overcooked, just like a little...
Oh, I'm talking about blackened.
I know what you're talking about,
like just pure burn. Just a rock now. It's just a food rock.
I remember once I went to a pizza place. I had ordered in advance. I was like, hey, I'm here to pick up. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry. We burnt your pizza. We're making you a new one. And I was like, oh, can I see it? And they were like, yeah, okay. And they showed it to me. It was actually kind of the way I like it, you know, just a little dark.
Yeah,
and
a little
everything.
darker.
And I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And they had this little, really? Like, you'd think I just gave them $200. Like, really? Oh, man, dude, that's... Okay, cool. Here, we'll give you a discount. I'm like, man, this is just a win-win-win for me.
Yeah, so long as it's not like 30 minutes overcooked. If you're within the 5 to 10 minute window, it'll usually be fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It helps the cheese get a little more melted too.
Yeah, and that's one thing I like about it. I like the cheese a little more.
Wait, your sister is 23 and she thinks people in their 30s are dinosaurs?
She's probably kidding. You
know? I mean, maybe. I don't know. The way he's talking about it, he said it's her philosophy, so maybe it's not a joke. Maybe that is actually how she thinks, which is, I gotta say, I don't know how far you planned to live, person's sister, but I don't think you've planned far enough. Not quite. If 30 is dinosaur age, I'm just saying.
Get rid of this captain because this fucker's a fucking...
Le Capitan.
Okay, good. Now I think I can handle the rest of this fine.
Burn a pizza. It makes a great shield or a murder frisbee.
That'd be funny. I'm using this burnt pizza as a shield. Okay, did it.
Let's see. So guys, I almost forgot to mention I am raising a little kitten for the next couple weeks.
I don't think that
it's
was
just until he's
weed
off
we
drinking
smoked.
formula and can have solid kitten food. Oh, that's cute, lady.
I like how Bayek doesn't question what just happened. He just like, I must return and end this nightmare.
That's the one that was complaining, right? And like I said, he's a kitten, so he is testing his boundaries with you. And what the fuck?
Oh, now we've got riding mummies.
And he's on fire too. That was fucking spooky. This is running a Red Dead Undead nightmare.
Kinda, yeah. You know what I almost said? It would have been really cool if they had an expansion where they really went into the mummy shit, but there is. Curse of the Pharaoh.
Yeah, there
I'm a
is.
fucking idiot.
So what are you is it a kitten that you're gonna keep, or are you fostering the kitten? Let me know, Lily.
I've had it.
Currently, he's asleep. He's been napping most of the day.
Shit.
Well, that's what cats do. Cats sleep for about 13 to 16 hours a day, so.
Because they're lazy.
Well, it's because animals need to, it's in their DNA to preserve their energy.
I saw this one guy
for
looking at
hunting.
his sleeping cat once, just being like, "Why are you so tired? You don't do anything." What the fuck?
It's a ghost.
I
The
think
ghost
that's a
of
glitch.
Egypt's past.
I think that's a glitch.
No, that's clear. That's clearly meant to happen.
Like, why are you so tired? You don't do anything. Get a job. Contribute to society.
I mean, he's not wrong. I'd say he's a foster. We can't keep Wait, why can't you keep an inside cat? I'm confused. That doesn't make any sense. It's the same as keeping an outdoor cat, only you don't let it outside.
I don't know.
I'm very
Let's
confused.
see.
Burn a mummy. It makes a great warrior. I don't know about that one. I forgot. Let's. Usually I explode myself, but it does the job. Wait, what? Would you also perhaps happen to wear a red tunic and a massive witch
I don't
hat?
want to go down. There's burning horses down there.
Yeah, that does sound like a good idea. Oh, he missed. Perfect. Stab the butt stabbing bandit returns. What is it that the gods that? Oh, I think okay. What is it that the Greek
You're
gods?
already a mummy. Do you have to be a coward too?
Damn. What is it the Greek gods and the Egyptian gods share? I don't know. What is it? Oh, what is the god that the Egyptian and Greek gods share?
Oh, that's Serapis.
That's what your question is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was having a hard time reading that.
Serapis, intentionally created as a way to help bring in the Greeks and Egyptians together.
And then mythologically, he's extremely powerful.
Yep.
Because he has the power of both pantheons, which is fucking rad.
Yep.
I love how they did him in
the Riordan book.
Yeah, in the Riordan books. That was really.
That was a lot of people's introduction to him.
Yeah, I could see that. I think I read about him when I was younger because I was looking up mixing gods. You gotta go more to your right.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Burn a mummy makes a great warrior. My grandfather's allergic. Oh, interesting.
Allergic to mummies? Yeah, that must be rough.
I mean, that would be rough. Except for, I don't think he's around mummies. I mean, that just makes me wonder why you're fostering a cat at all, because it's not like your grandfather will stop being allergic during the period you're fostering it, right? I'm not saying you can't.
because they want to take care of it, I guess.
I don't know. I could never do that.
I'm allergic to cats, and I had a cat for a couple of years.
Yeah, but that cat was gone because it died, not because you were fostering it. What I mean is...
No, but I would have kept it for as long as it lived. The reason I took it in was because it kept following me home, and I thought it was cute.
No, I know. What I mean is that I would never be able to foster a cat because then you have to give it up later. I would just want to keep the cat.
Okay.
And it just confuses me if you're allergic, why willingly foster something if a member of your family can't foster it?
I don't know.
That's just what my brain is wondering. I'm not trying to start anything.
The leg broke guy disappeared.
Maybe he never existed to begin with.
Maybe. Artifact.
Something must be behind here.
How do we know? Is there a door?
Yeah.
Let's get you where you belong.
Are we getting controlled by the artifact? Is that what's going on?
I don't know
Oh.
what's going on. This is such a strange story.
I kind of like it, though. I like the mystery.
Yeah. Hayek, you idiot! That was so lame. That was supposed to be cool. What? I got stuck for a minute. Hey!
Can I get down?
Can I get the fuck down? Game!
No,
Game!
now you're stuck up here.
What the fuck?
Well, you killed one. Two.
Let me the fuck down, you stupid fucking game.
It won't let you down.
It won't let me fucking jump.
You're stuck here now. You have
This
to.
isn't fair.
You put yourself in extra
This
hard
is
mode by accident.
bullshit. All I was doing was fucking trying to fucking use my fucking super, and the fucking and then
And the
this
thing made you,
bullshit
yeah, you
happened.
stepped up an extra ledge, and then that made you not be able to go down.
What is even happening?
You got shot by a bunch of arrows and died.
Yeah, I know that.
I'll let you go again, because
That was
unfair.
bull crap.
You've not caught an EV before,
It's like
Alpha.
escape the tomb. How? You won't let me move. Oh,
No, Lily lives in Texas.
I
Oh, maybe that was supposed to happen?
guess.
Where am I?
You are awake at last.
The Greeks adopted some foreign gods. Here's some. Mitra from the Persians, Isis from Egyptians, and Buddha from the Indians. Actually, from what I know,
Where's the adventure?
by the way that the Greek, from some Greek stories I know, that Isis actually went to Egypt from Greece, because they're it's the woman who got turned into a cow by Hera.
Europa.
Yeah, Europa actually.
Or, sorry, not Europa. What is it? Eos, I think. Europa's the woman Zeus turned into a bull to seduce. Io, I think, is.
It's either Io or Europa, from what I read. She later, in part of her story, she runs off into the desert, and that's how she becomes Isis.
Girl's name. I did a video on her. Was it Io?
Wait, what learned Sandstorm Alpha? I'm confused. My older sister adopted
Yeah,
a
it was
stray cat
Io.
while she was in a rough patch and living with us. The cat fell in love with my younger sister, and she
Alright,
had a
so
rough
That mission is
transition to a new home.
complete. Shane, aren't you glad that mission tied itself up so nicely and wasn't confusing at all?
Wait, that was the end of the mission?
Yep.
Wait, what did we get from the thing?
I don't know. I didn't see. Here, I'll check if we have anything new. Okay, no new outfit. Probably a weapon or something. Yeah, Conductor of Souls.
Oh, that sounds cool. Let's replace our flaming one with this.
We got 404. Ah, it's actually even more powerful than this Final Fantasy sword.
Oh, well then.
Yeah. Alright, oh, and grants you health on kills.
Yep, definitely.
Very good weapon. Okay, so that's kind of worth it. I know these are better than the Final Fantasy Shield. The Final Fantasy Shield is just so cool.
Yeah, I like the Final Fantasy Shield, especially since it's floating next to our hand.
Let's see, Conductor of Souls.
What happened? Asked what happens
You
if
know
an EV
what would
lives in
be
the
nice
desert.
though would be if this this sword had like some sort of soul like magic thing.
Yeah, that's what I was
aura
thinking too.
or
Cause
some shit.
or like you could summon a.
Or like as you fight mummies, or as a maybe that's asking too much.
That might be a little game breaking, but I would still like it. You're not late, Pickle, but welcome.
Now that we've done like the Phylakitai and the bonus mummy area and killed Sobek, it's time to do the hidden ones. We're gonna level up a bunch, and then after we're leveled up a ton, we'll eventually come back and kill Anubis.
Baron says Isis is the Greek name for the goddess. The Egyptians called her Aset or Iset. You would have to.
There's multiple different names. Just I said every Greek, not Greek. Every like so many of the Egyptian gods have multiple names. Isis was also called Iset, but she was more commonly known as Isis. But no one wants to say it now because of the horrible group.
Yeah, because of that evil group that ruined her name.
Yeah, which I think is just honestly, I think you should. That's all the more reason to keep calling her that, because then like more delegitimizes that group if you use that name for something else.
Agreed.
I feel like if you stop using the name because, oh no, that group, it's like you're just legitimizing them more.
Yeah, you're saying that they are so powerful.
Giving them more power. You really are.
It's like what the evil bad guys from WW2 did with the Buddhist symbol for a million.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Like, we can never even say that.
We're not even allowed to say it on stream.
I mean, I probably could without getting in trouble, but I just don't want to risk it. And I know that if we put this on YouTube, that could end up demonetizing you. Just by saying the full word of WW2 can demonetize you on YouTube, by the way.
Why? It's stupid. It's a historic event.
Yeah, you can't even say the word Yahtzee, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Off to the hidden ones.
I'm opening this door. It's getting a little toasty in here.
All right, so this is basically like, it's called the hidden ones because it's like the beginning of the assassin.
Before we do that, you want to go on a quick break? It has been an hour, and we can run some ads real quick.
I guess this is a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a quick break, chat. We're gonna run some ads, so that way you guys don't have ads playing in the middle of the gameplay again. And we make about 3 cents per 100 viewers, which we don't have yet, but thank you anyways. And we'll see you after some snackages real quick. So be right. Berry Smoke here to talk about fire that instantly heats, cooks, combusts, and destroys. Fire is no ordinary heater. With its all-powerful oxygen absorption, fire heats up the coldest of areas.
Do you feel tired, confused, or dizzy? Have you ever felt like you just can't go on because of massive headaches? Then try water! Water is the newest soft drink on the market. It's refreshing and delicious, all while containing 0 sugar, 0 corn syrup, and 0 calories. Water will give you the strength to complete the toughest of tasks on the hottest of days. Water can even be used for cleaning yourself and your clothes. An overexposure to water can lead to flooding, massive downpours, tsunamis, whirlpools, and even drowning. Gnarly, dudes. If this happens to you, call 911 and some bros will be there in a flash. If you're planning to use water without an experienced physician around, please make sure you bring along someone who is CPR certified. Man, water is good. Water, have a sip.
And we're back, chat. How were the ad-arinos? How were they? Let's well, people joined us while we were gone. Thank you for following Deathblade. Welcome to the Dragon's Den.
Gaming Pickle.
Oh, you're saying Eevee should have a ground sandstorm sort of variant? I disagree, and I'll explain that later.
I think Eevee should have every form.
Well, the reason I don't think that is because when you look at Eevee's evolutions, they're more focused on the cute side.
Yeah, but you can still make it cute.
Some of the other types I think would be better as a cool side, so they should have an opposite version of Eevee, more like a lizard or something, that has the other
You know what would be cool, though? You know, since Eevee's forms have often been cute, like, what if you could even make this a plot in a Pokemon game. What if someone discovers there are actually darker forms of Eevee that just haven't been... like Eevee hasn't turned into in a very long time, but now there's, I don't know, you could have like some new group, because there's a new group in every fucking game, like this cultish group or something that wants to unlock the dark potential of Pokemon, and one of the things they do is they unlock Eevee's darker forms. Like you could have a ghost Eevee, Spookion, or some shit. And yeah, you could say, I don't know, the ground Eevee is a like more dark one, or Eevee already has a dark form and a psychic form, so that stuff's out. But you could have a fight form, like a brutal version of Eevee. Like,
the only thing is that's too cool for Pokemon.
Yeah, and then you know what you couldn't. One thing that your main character could be trying to do is go catch these forms and tame them and make them lighter in order to delegitimize this claim that that the dark side of Pokemon, be like, even the dark side can become good. Like,
that's fair.
And in that game, your starter could be Eevee, and instead of picking between 3 different types of starters, you could pick which evolution are you going to turn this Eevee into.
Makes sense.
I think that's unique, very unique to that game. Like,
that would be cool. Unfortunately,
yeah,
that story
Pokemon would never do that.
Yeah, it's too involved.
Because wait a minute, that's not the same shit we do every time.
Kinda, yeah.
Alright, here we go. To the Hidden Ones DLC. This is the more Assassin's Creed-y part of this. It takes place 4 years after the end of the main story. Do you care? I don't. Players are expected to have attained an advanced level. We'll be fine.
Well, we have to be older? I'd be an old man?
I mean, the max level, I think, was 40 before this DLC, and we're 39. I think we're fine. Yep. See, now we have like assassin gear.
Oh, that's cool. Wish we had that earlier in the game.
Yeah, but there was no assassin brotherhood.
Yeah, but
earlier.
it could have been based off of his outfit. You know what I mean?
It was kind of based off his Magi outfit that he had before. We've been wearing a towel for so
True,
long.
I kind of forgot
what the Magi outfit looks like. It does kind of look like an early version of this.
This kind of looks a bit too much like the Ezio outfit, though, to be honest.
It does.
Hanging and humming.
I remember when I first played this, I'm like, oh, we've already progressed that far with the assassin outfits. I thought it was something that developed over like 100 years.
Yeah, same. That would be my thought too. Especially since in the first game, all you have is just the cloth and then like one belt.
Oh, here we have like a guy telling the tale now. A guy named Haganu. Thank you, Haganu.
Is he drunk?
He sounds drunk. Oh my god, an empty boat. Again. Damn it. Why did you kill that guy?
And how did you not get any blood on your
Purely
white outfit?
Our sword has an Anubis handle.
Oh, that's cool.
I like that.
Listen. Let me tell you of him. The legend of Siwa. The shadow who
Is he talking to anybody?
You know, it's funny. This is kind of a cooler introduction to Bayek than anything in the main story.
I know, right? Especially since Bayek just shows up while he's telling it.
Sounds like quite.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not talking to anybody. This guy was just talking to himself.
Maybe he's blind.
Yeah, he might be.
Because he kind of.
And he thinks people are there. That's sad. You know, that reminded me of the trailer for Assassin's Creed 4. Do you remember when the trailer was literally, you want to hear of Kenway? Well, I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. He talks about him while you see Kenway killing people. That's like exactly what just happened.
Yeah, true. This is... Okay, if this is how this DLC story is, this is how the whole game should be.
Yeah. I'm going to be completely honest. I've completely forgotten what happens in this DLC.
Okay, well, maybe it's not that good.
That doesn't mean it's not good, though, because remember, I played this right off the tails of playing the main game, and the main game is so long. And then right after this, I went right into Curse of the Pharaohs, which was way cooler, in my opinion, because it's mythology shit, and you know me. Yeah. So that might be why I completely forgot this.
That's fair. That is completely fair.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean this isn't good.
I never said Eevee should have a ground type. I just said that an Eevee living in the desert would naturally know the move Sandstorm. And no, not necessarily. Because the thing about it knowing Sandstorm as a mechanic thing and how they've done it in the lore is usually that's how Pokemon become new versions of themselves. And it's not just Eevee. It's the same thing with Swinub and Piloswine evolving to Mamoswine. It has to learn Ancient Power.
Here's our Assassin Bureau.
I like that they have the symbol on the thing. I don't like how the symbol was created, but...
Yeah, so don't you own this fucking place?
Oh my god! Did I leave my keys inside again? Did I lock myself out?
Damn it, Bayek! This is like the 5th time. Okay, is that the secret entrance?
I think that's the secret. That's a secret entrance.
What else are we? Oh, is that another secret entrance? How many secret entrances you get?
I think you have too many entrances for a secret base. Just saying.
Okay, this one seems the easiest to access.
Okay.
So.
Another Pokemon that evolves through learning a move is, well, Eevee. It evolves to a Fairy type after learning Moonblast.
Actually, this might not even be an entrance to the Assassin Bureau. This might be an entrance to something else.
I mean, it doesn't matter. At least their treasure will use it. Oh yeah, this is that tomb you saw earlier when we walked in. I like how they changed the layout of the map.
Oh, it looks like I can't go in here yet.
Wait,
wait, never mind. What am I talking about?
You just turn a little bit,
I'm
right?
fat.
Seshat's Grotto. About Isis and the Greeks, what I find fascinating about polytheistic religions is that they were sometimes willing to adopt foreign gods and beliefs into their own, like the Greek colonies near India that adopted Buddhism, Or the Lakshmi statue that was found in Pompeii. Yeah, I do agree. I do like that they were able to...
Yeah, it's because since they believed in multiple gods, I think they weren't, like, just gonna write off the idea that other cultures, there are gods there too, so...
And that all gods should be respected at least a little bit.
So, you know, they would say, you know, sometimes they'd say, you know, like, of course they were still elitist. They were still like, our gods are better than your gods, but they didn't write off the idea that the other gods exist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's funny, though, because in the original text for the Torah, that's actually true as well for the Christian gods. He's like, he understands the other gods exist, but they are not worthy of praise.
Isn't the Torah for Judaism?
Yeah, but the Torah is also the first half of the Bible.
Okay, true. Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I mean, I think even when Moses showed up with
the Ten Commandments,
like, no, not the Ten Commandments, the like showed up to Pharaoh to like request his people freed. I don't even think he wrote off the idea that the Egyptian gods exist. He just said like, my God is greater. So
yeah,
like,
he literally says my God is greater, and then proves it with all the biblical shit he does with the plagues and the locusts.
Like,
and
every
the
single plague was an FU to one of the Egyptian gods. So. Like, and that's why the biggest plague was the plague of darkness. They're like, oh, we summon Amun-Ra, you know, the god of the sun. Oh yeah, no more sun.
Yeah, we'll just turn him off.
That was literally Moses saying, "Where is your God now?"
I know, honestly, fucking dude, the biblical stories were pretty insane back in the day.
Okay, yeah, this is not a way to the Assassin Bureau.
It's a way to something that we don't need to go to. Let's see. The story on how he was born is that Horus had his rival with Set, fell in love with him, so they devised a plan to get rid of Isis. Set Why would they get... Isn't Isis a good god?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, Horus has been, like, you know, his new boyfriend is a bad influence.
Okay. Weird. Set pretends to lose to Horus and convinces Isis not to kill him, but he makes him help Ra, and after 2 weeks, Horus killed her. So Horus releases Set, and they were going to bang, but Horus accidentally hit his head and bled a little, and Set licked him and got pregnant from it. That's... Okay?
It's pretty in line with Egypt, honestly.
It's not... Yeah,
if a guy can get pregnant by eating lettuce with Horus's jizz on it and then give birth to a sun disk.
Well, that's not the weird part to me. The weird part to me is Horus killing... Isis.
Yeah, I'm wondering what... okay, this has got to be the secret entrance.
Yeah.
Wondering what the context is there.
It's just because they were in love?
If you love me, you'll kill your mother.
Or sister. Depends on which story.
Well, there's two different Horuses.
Yeah.
There's Horus the Elder and Horus the Avenger.
What do you think of my story? Because I got 8 ads. Well, I just said what I thought. It's not. I don't hate it. It's just more the killing of his mom. I understand.
He just wants. He is just curious as to why Horus would kill his mother. Yeah.
I'd understand imprisoning her. That would make sense.
We got some other assassins here. Hey.
Who knew the mythology guy liked mythology based on stuff? How strange stuff is. I mean, not untrue.
I always liked how weird mythology can get, though sometimes it's a little hard to like grasp like exactly what's going on.
Can I ask you a question? And
What?
This may be a major spoiler, so you can just say I'm not gonna tell you. Do they eventually end up calling themselves assassins by the end of this DLC, or do they just always call themselves?
I don't remember.
Okay.
So,
it's
I
been
think they
4
just call themselves Hidden Ones.
After 4 years, you couldn't come up with a better name, just the Hidden Ones. I mean,
to be fair, even in the other Assassin's Creed games, they sometimes refer to themselves as Hidden Ones.
That's true. I guess that is some good tying in.
Thank the gods you have come.
I'm Christian now, Tahira. I believe in one god.
I don't believe in the gods. They've abandoned me one too many times.
Killed in a massacre.
They will be remembered as martyrs to the cause.
What is your cause?
Gamilat,
We're gonna kill
leader of the
people.
Nabatean rebels.
What happened?
We retreated through the village. The Romans pursued us in a fury and took their anger out of
Sounds like that was your fault.
It was pure.
Maybe you guys should stop causing problems.
Men and women. The Hidden Ones tried to stop it.
Did you ever think maybe the establishment knows what it's doing?
I stand up to help the rebels.
Tahira, what has been done cannot be undone.
Unless you have a time machine.
Hidden ones have no place in
Do
battles.
you?
No, not anymore. I used to, but I had to sell it. I needed $50 for
You don't have a
pizza.
time machine. What did I lend you all that money for?
It was for the time machine so I could sell it to get a pizza.
Where's my slice?
You ate it already. Did you forget?
Where's my other slice?
Andrew, you ate the whole pizza.
And where's the second pizza?
Andrew, I can only afford so many pizzas, damn it. That time machine didn't give me a lot of money.
Sounds like a you prop.
Uh,
Where the slaves die.
um,
Alright, so... There's a whole bunch of side missions here, and I'm going straight for the main mission.
all the Eevees I bred had Sandstorm as a starting move, but Eevee doesn't have an Earth form. I mean, okay.
That is kind of, yeah, like, it does feel like...
I feel like there's a chance.
There should be. Also, that could play into, like, in that story I just came up with, like, imagine, like, you know, one of the darker Eevees, like, is a ground type, and the reason it's a darker form of Eevee is because it had to be, like, trained out in the desert to become that form, and so, you know, like, those are very harsh conditions and everything. And so now that it's evolved, it's creating, like, this massive sandstorm to head towards, like, I don't know, a nearby town or something, and you have to go stop it as part of the story.
Alpha, if I remember correctly, Eevee has to evolve to Sylveon by having max friendship and knowing...
Oh, look, now the door is open. Bayek, you realize you could have just...
Wait, but they don't have barbers yet, Andrew. Yeah, they can't do that
shave
one.
and a haircut.
Shave and a haircut. 2 coins.
But you could have just knocked. You could have knocked.
Just having max friendship is not enough to evolve an Eevee, because if it's just max friendship, it will evolve either into an Umbreon or a Sylveon first. Then it has, if it knows a fairy move and has max friendship, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and I remember, like, the Leafeon and Glaceon forms, like, in order to do that, you had to be in very specific areas.
Well, that was in Gen 4. In Gen 8, they changed it. So.
Oh, what did they change it to?
Well, originally in the first few games, it was they had to be near a moss rock or an ice rock because they were evolving in a climate.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah.
In Gen 8, they added in an ice stone, so they made that Glaceon, and then they just did Leaf Stone for Leafeon.
Yeah, like, you already had Leaf Stone, right? So I don't know why they didn't always have that be the Leaf.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you could have said either or, you know? Like, you can either use a Leaf Stone or go to Moss Rock.
Well, they didn't want to add in an ice stone, I guess, because it would just be one Pokemon.
You already had a Leaf Stone.
I don't know. The reason
I know you had it because that's how you get Victory Bell.
It's also how you get Vileplume.
Yeah.
The main reason it doesn't make sense to me is because they didn't want to add an Ice Stone because then it would just be another stone. But they added a Sunstone in Gen 2 that only evolves Gloom to Bellossom, which is a terrible Pokemon. Fucking Pokemon.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sneak up real quiet. We're just gonna push her, push her, push her.
Her balance is too good, Andrew.
You want to talk? You know, I'm just here to talk.
Here to talk, not here to
I started the conversation next to you, and in the cutscene I was behind you. What the hell happened?
He learned how to teleport.
Of course.
But only 12 inches at a time.
I think Bayek looks better with the beard, to be honest.
Right now he does. We can give it back to him, can't we?
Once again, we have to learn about our target. Tacito. Makes an example every day. Even if they haven't done anything, he'll just grab someone and smack.
Wait, the guy got tired and was trying to lift it back up.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to... Now we have no one to lift this block. I guess we don't know what to do now.
That was pointless.
If this block doesn't get moved, I'm gonna make an example of someone else. Alright, are you ready to fry the skin off our hands?
No, now that we are a silent one, we don't have hands.
Seriously, I don't understand how...
It's assassin magic, Andrew. Just accept it.
You have weapons. You could have just grabbed one and put it up on the
magic.
Even in earlier Assassin's Creed games, they knew they had to have an explanation for that. In Revelations, he has a hook on the thing to do that. He doesn't just fucking...
Okay. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Assassin Egyptian magic. None of the other assassins are Egyptians, so they can't do that.
Alright, now we're fighting some rogues.
I know the world's oldest Yo Mama joke too. It goes like this: the Emperor Augustus was touring the Empire. when he noticed a man in the crowd who bore a striking resemblance to himself. Intrigued, he asked, "Was your mother at one time in service at the palace?" "No, your highness," he replied, "but my father was." Ah. Nice. Whoop. Next guy probably died right after that. Not in Gen 8. Well, I know that in Gen 6 where it was introduced, they had a different thing besides friendship. They had like...
Oh, it's because he's on a fucking... one of those siege things. That's why he's doing so much.
I know that in Gen 6, the way Sylveon evolves is it evolves in a different thing. Andrew, can I use your Eevee idea for my Pokemon story? In my story, the villains are Team Heart, whose goal is to create the ultimate Pokemon.
Yeah, go
through
ahead.
Breeding.
If that Pokemon story ever happens, I'll be thrilled.
You saying, "Where's my slice?" reminds me of when Patrick said, "Where's my chocolate bar?" And I said, "You already ate it," reminded me of when Slice said, "You just ate it."
I can't find it. You stole my kid.
Thank you for following, blustering fox.
Patrick is like a fucking glitching machine. I think I'll eat it now. I think I'll eat it. Ow. It's like glitch, error.
Am I even going the right way?
Yeah, your target's down there. You might want to kill the guys you come across, because otherwise they'll all come back up the target, and you don't need that kind of shit.
I don't need this kind of chaos in my life. Oh, can you...
Dude, make up your mind. What's the destination?
I don't know where I am. Okay, where are our bows? Which one's the...
Predator is that one.
Okay, where's our target?
Right there. He's the one with the yellow
there's
diamond.
the fire.
Yeah, the thing for... There's a lot of guys here, so yeah, like... You might want to see if you can do this stealthily.
Let's see how well I can...
I think one good way to do it stealthily would be to see if you can get on top of one of those towers and maybe Predator bow him.
First, let's just collect loot in case we have to. And then we'll go up the ladder. Oh yeah, you can...
What other Eevees besides Earth can you think... Oh yeah, a Dragon Eevee. That's something I've... That should be like the final boss of that premise, I think would be amazing.
How do we control the arrow again?
You hold R2 when you fire, instead of just pressing it. Or hold R... Is it R1 or R2?
How does this not...
I don't know. See who else you can kill in one hit, and... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kill that guy. Yeah. Oh, but it missed because he moved his head. But that one got him. But it wasn't a headshot. It was a neck shot. Therefore, he's fine as the blood squirts out of his neck. Oh, there's someone to your left.
Okay,
it's okay. Everyone else is too far to notice.
Yeah, they don't see these two people fighting to the death. Can you...
They're busy.
Can you?
They have to listen to their guy as he talks. This fucking asshole. What a dick. Just jumping and running all over.
Wait, did someone see that?
Yeah. But you know, it's fine. You have the high ground. There's a guy shooting at you. You might want to kill him.
Oh, fuck you. Where are you shooting at me from? Oh shit.
Honestly, having the high ground is helpful here.
I thought
hitting that won't do anything.
No, I thought I saw a guy up there.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
It's okay, because then they have to come to you, and yeah, you have the advantage. Okay. Mostly dead. And
there we go. That's how we win this. I'm just gonna predator bow them all from up here. How dare you? Heal me. I said heal me. Good.
There you go.
Let me absorb your soul.
Imagine if that hits
that would have been fucking... That'd be awesome.
The target, that would be amazing. There's a guy to your left, you should kill him.
Wait, what do you mean ammo full? Okay.
Your ammo's full. Maybe that last guy you killed dropped ammo. We have auto loot, so every time we kill someone, we just automatically get what they're holding. So sometimes that fills the ammo.
Oh shit! The guy came out of my view. Okay. Just gonna keep
Safe. Yes.
Come on,
Right.
come on.
Come on. And he's dead. Fuck.
Free healing. I like how none of them are going for the brazier.
Yeah, what other EVs can you think of? Yeah, a dragon one should be the final boss. But yeah, you definitely, like, a cool one could be, like, a ghost EV, like Spookion. Who knows? It could be at Lavender Town, you know?
Well, what I think would be good for a ghost-type EV, instead of it being dead, it would be like a sage.
Yeah, like, I don't mean literally have the EV be dead, but have it, like, be like some sort of necromancer EV or something.
Oh, that would be cool.
Like, yeah.
Get back. Oh, what the? Make up your mind. What are you doing? You're making it more difficult for me to murder you.
That guy was just trying to transport his dead friend to a proper burial, you monster.
He doesn't deserve one.
And then, yeah, we don't have a ground EV, so yeah, the Sandstorm one I think is a really cool idea. And a fight-type EV I think could be a really brutal one. Like, you know, just like an EV that, I don't know, maybe it stands on its hind legs or some shit. Like, I don't know, I'd have to think about it a little more. We also don't have a rock-type EV. Like, that could potentially be, like, something really powerful, because, like, I don't know, I have a Pokedex entry, like, this EV is so hard, like, you know, it breaks whatever it, like, hits or something, I don't know. Steel-type EV, we don't have that. You could make it, like, downright robotic. That's a fucking dark kind of...
That would be dark, but again,
Yeah.
no, not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. The person's just asking for ideas.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Also bug-type Eevee. That could be fucked up.
That'd be a little weird. That's why I'm saying it. I feel like they should add the cooler types to another species of Pokemon.
Potentially, yeah. And I just think, like, this idea, like, this premise is a possibility, and Eevee fits in so well with it, especially with, you know, you could just have Eevee be your starter, and then pick which evolution you're gonna go with, instead of picking from 3, you know, basic starter types, because Eevee already has all those 3 types in its evolutions, and more.
I still think that having the 3 basic starters is better. I'm not a fan of having Eevee as starter in a mainline game, or Pikachu even.
Yeah.
Especially if you can't evolve it. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to play Let's Go.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because you have to keep it as an Eevee or a Pikachu. Even though normal type is basically terrible. It's just, I mean, it's not terrible, it's neutral.
I didn't like how Let's Go doesn't let you evolve it. That was one problem I had with it.
Okay, you're gonna die. And then you're going to die.
I just think it would be fun to have an Eevee and be able to pick from literally any of its evolutions from the start. Or you could choose to keep it the same if you're one of those people. And then, like, the premise is you gotta go catch all the dark Eevees.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wouldn't be a cool premise.
And you can build a team out of that.
I just personally still would want another Pokemon. I just,
Yeah.
for certain, like, Dragon, Flying, Fighting, and Bug, I don't think fits Eevee. Because Eevee's already kind of a dog, and then turning it into more of a humanoid would feel really weird, or turning it into a lizard would feel weird, or...
Well, they turned it into a fairy, they turned it into a psychic creature, they turned it into a dark creature.
Yeah, but those aren't really, like, species, like animals.
Yeah. You still have to kill your target.
Yeah, I know. I'm just killing these guys so they don't bug me. Again, I'm not saying they're bad ideas. It's just like, imagine a dog becoming a bug. That would be kind of weird.
Yeah. I'm just picturing it for, like, you know, the whole premise of the idea is that these are, like, darker, more fucked up Eevees.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, into the Duat. Haven't been here in a while.
Are we actually going to be in the Duat, or is it just another one of these visions?
Jeez, that's a lot of crucifixion.
Oh, now it's Rome, not Greeks anymore. Okay.
Yeah. Well, like, there were Romans before Caesar.
Oh, true. I guess I just got confused because they were using the Greek god names a lot.
Yeah.
Now the Romans are trying to take over, not just the Greeks.
Andrew for Prez. Oh, please, no. I could never handle that. As Brian Regan said, like, you want to be woken up every day like this? Problems. Problems.
Lots of problems.
Okay, so so the reason Horus wants to kill Isis is because in this season, Isis is a psychotic bitch. And also one of the generals working for Gaia because she wants revenge against Horus and Set. Oh, okay.
Why does she want revenge against?
It's that part is probably after they tried to kill her.
What are you doing up there? No, you have so much to live for. Come on. You're a hidden one. You don't need to die.
Yeah, he does.
No.
These ancient jokes are not so much different from modern day ones, like the carving on Hadrian's wall. A Roman soldier carved a penis into the stone and wrote Secundinus the shitter above it.
I'd say it's more that I can't really put into words what I was thinking.
This game has a lot of rooftop fighting. Oh yeah, I mean, you fight where you are, basically, and we're on the roof a lot, so I guess that's the real thing. Because rooftop fighting is cool.
Wait, how come I didn't throw the...
We're mainly fighting a Roman occupation in this story.
An occupation, you'll say? Yeah. It's occupado.
At least we have an occupation. You're unemployed.
Hey, why you gotta call me out like that, bro? Can
You
I?
should let the prisoners out.
What if I don't want to?
Oh, okay. Douche. And then it doesn't let you down, just like what happened with me.
I'm still confused. Were we supposed to die there, like with the fight with Leon in Traverse Town?
Well, you can win the fight with Leon.
I know, it's really hard, but you're supposed to lose. Because even if you win...
even if you win, Sora passes out from exhaustion.
Fucking Sora, so useless.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. I took that personally. Okay, yeah, you're gonna need to heal. Use your super. It'll probably regenerate a good amount of health.
Right up the butt!
Yeah, see, that regenerates pretty good health because of the sword.
Wait, how come I didn't... Okay, guess I didn't do it in time. Can you come here? Stop running away, you fool.
Yeah, if I were these archers and I saw this guy take down my captains and everything, I'd just turn around and run instead of slowly backing away while still shooting. It's kind of stupid. Thank God for this health regen sword.
I would have died, yeah.
And
I died.
Okay.
Too many enemies. They're everywhere.
That's why they tell you free the prisoners to help you in the fight.
Well, I was trying to, and then I didn't.
Last thing I read was because rooftop fighting is cool.
Yeah, all the clip redeems are basically pointless when Zagard ISN. What? What do you mean, basically pointless? I'm confused. Explain, Yuki. Explain how I can make this better. Oh, isn't at his computer. Wait, why don't you just make a clip, though? Oh, you're talking about the sound effects. Yeah, that's true. If I don't have my headphones in, I don't really hear it. I mean, I could always, maybe I'll look into getting some wireless earbuds.
Freedom!
Hi, Kitty. What do you want? You want to say hi to chat? Hi, it's me, Nightshade the Kitty.
Freedom!
She wants attention, don't she? Oh, you been sneezing again?
Oh, shit.
Are you getting sicky again? Are you getting a little hay fever, Kitty? Are you getting a little summer cold?
Oh, not these assholes.
Scratch it, Kitty. Scratch it, Kitty. Let's see. The guy gave her the powers of Apep and became the aspect of Apep. Wait. That's kind of confusing. Because I don't see how Why would an Egyptian god ever want to work with Apep/Apophis? He's literally going to destroy their world. He wouldn't.
You know, there's actually a historical theory which I find kind of interesting, where Isis, in order to overthrow Ra, had a snake go bite Ra.
Mm-hmm.
Some say it was Apep that she had go bite him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if that's true, but I don't know. Personally, I don't.
And it makes a little bit of sense because it's like, what snake is powerful enough that its poison is actually a threat to Ra? Like, Apep is a creature actually powerful enough to kill Ra if he was ever able to. And also, you know that Apep would be down to like do anything against Ra because they're enemies.
Yeah, I guess that's not incorrect. Bro, don't you hate it when your wings stop working and you drown in lava? What?
Yeah, I hate that shit. Every goddamn week.
Wireless earbuds. Raycon sponsorship? Raycons suck, though.
Yeah, I hate Raycons.
You've used...
Unless they want to sponsor me, then I love Raycons. No, I've used them before. I don't like them.
You don't like the way they feel or the sound?
Both.
And plus, also, from what I can tell, Raycons is actually, like... They're actually not... I know some tech people who really know, like, tech, especially sound tech, and they constantly tell me, yeah, Raycons are not actually good earbuds. They're, like... They're good. They're you know how everybody used to say Beats by Dre had too much bass? Raycons are worse.
Wilda went and got Raycons for while she was working out, and she couldn't stand them.
Wow, really?
Yeah, she returned them.
Yeah, I was, I'm gonna ask...
She got them because they fucking... every goddamn YouTuber, like, says, oh, you have to go get Raycons.
Well, it's because they're all sponsored.
So. I'll get Raycons, and then she got it, and she's like, what the fuck are you all talking about?
They're talking about how much money they're making. I
don't know, like, I want sponsors, obviously, but, like, one thing, I'd never take a sponsorship from EA unless it was, like, I don't know, Jedi Fallen Order 2 or something.
Unless it was, or $1 million.
Because, like, for one, there's a lot of kids in my audience. I think they're impressionable. I think there's nothing wrong with taking a sponsorship, but there have to be some lines. Like, I'm not saying you're bad for taking a Raycon sponsorship.
Yeah, me neither am I.
Yeah, like, I just find it funny because, like, I legit, like, think their product isn't very good.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's not great.
Also, from what I've heard, Raid Shadow Legends is a pretty lousy gacha game, but that's another game that sponsors absolutely everybody, so...
I haven't tried it, so I can't really give my opinions on Raid Shadow Legends.
Either because I don't mobile game anymore.
Yeah, and Andrew really does not like mobile
games. So done with that crap.
He really.
And everyone's asking me to talk about Dislight, which is this new mythology mobile game. It's like, all right, I'll give it a look. But listen, if it's mobile trash, I'm gonna call it mobile trash. Like,
maybe I'll look into it and I'll let you know what I think.
Like, first of all, any game that says it's free to play and then charges you for energy to play the game makes me want to put my fist through a wall. Because, yes, I know it's free to play for certain hours of the day. Fuck you, though. Like, if you call your game free to play, I expect to be able to play it whenever I want to play it. Like, it's not free to try out for a few hours. That's not what you called it.
I understand why you have that opinion. I don't disagree. Personally, for me, it doesn't bug me if they make it so you can have more energy later.
Yeah.
But I do
personally am of the opinion energy shouldn't even be a thing. Like, in any game ever. Like, that's my honest opinion.
I can tell you this.
Especially when a game also has other microtransactions and they say, oh, but you can unlock that through gameplay. But I fucking can't because you limited how much I'm allowed to play the game today.
The point of it, it's because it's...
I know the point of it.
It's because it's proven to make you play it more.
Exactly, but, I don't want to be manipulated into playing something. I want to play something because I want to play it, not because, oh shit, I have to play it today because this is my limited fucking window, and I'm, that's why I stopped mobile gaming. I realized Like, these mobile games were literally taking over my daily life. It's like, oh, you gotta hop in now because otherwise you're gonna miss your daily login bonus, and also a waste of potential because your energy just hit the cap. You might as well start using it so it can start recharging it. It literally takes over your daily life. Instead of letting gaming be a casual fun thing that you do.
Wait, what?
I don't know what just happened. I just became one with the mountain. Geb, I feel you! But instead of letting gaming be what it's supposed to be, a fun thing that you do when you have time to and the work is done and you get to enjoy it as your leisure, it becomes a chore. It becomes another fucking chore of the day that isn't fun anymore. That's why I hate that kind of shit.
And yeah, I get it. That does it. I can see why it bugs you more. And I will not disagree with you. I'm glad. I'm glad I do not have that same feeling.
Yeah, I know. Like, it doesn't bother everyone, but, you know, the way I game is not the way mobile gaming works.
Yeah, I know. Well, mobile gaming is its own very different beast. That's why. I bought a knit hat from Amazon with Bluetooth headphones built in. Oh, so I also got one of those too. They're pretty nice. They're not great, but they're nice.
Here we go. Reach Makwat. It's a cool name. Makwat.
Tahira said you would come.
Tahira said you would.
Who is my target?
I've got the laugh kitty.
So you can tell these are main missions because there's a cutscene for them instead of just two assets standing and talking to each other like this. Crossing his arms in literally every conversation.
He's very cross with you.
Ampelus, the administrator. First we kill the executioner. Now, the administrator.
No, not the administrator. Who will file all the paperwork?
And next, the accountant.
Oh no, the economy will collapse
The
after that.
butcher, then the baker, then the candlestick maker.
No, how will we see in the dark?
No more candlesticks after.
Find your partner. I will bring him there.
Speaking of accountants, Netflix is getting a new accountant because apparently back in the day at Netflix, just every project got greenlit.
Yeah, I that's obvious. And
Yeah.
South Park made fun of that. They're like, all right, we're going to try to get our own Netflix show. And they literally call Netflix, and Netflix answers the phone like this. Hello, Netflix, you're greenlit. Like, they didn't even hear what they were saying.
Yeah, so apparently they're getting a new accountant, head accountant, who's going to foresee their, control their purchasing of shows and movies now.
And you know what's sad is when they do greenlight something that has great potential, like, it just gets fucked up. Like, they kind of fucked up The Witcher because they're not following the source material anymore.
Yeah,
Even though they said they would. It's stupid. Like, the best episode of Season 2 of The Witcher was a story straight out of the books. And then they decided, okay, that's it, we're not following the books anymore. I mean, it's still an interesting show, but I'm seeing the downward curve, and I'm starting to think, are we Game of Thronesing?
Yeah, but they're going a little. They're speedrunning it. They're speedrunning Game of Thrones.
And also fucking Masters of the Universe Revelation. You had an awesome premise, and I love Masters of the Universe. I grew up with the toys. I watched some of the show. Mainly I had the toys, though. But then I also watched that that reboot show that came out on, I think it was Toonami or something. I thought that show was amazing. I loved it so much. And now we've got this new show, which had so much potential. Mark Hamill as Skeletor is a fantastic idea. The character designs are all perfect. You brought back so many characters from the old toys, the old show, the newer show, even toys that never made it out, the characters are in this show. And I'm like, what a fantastic idea, and then you fucked it up. You fucked up the story so bad, and I'm mad at you, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Spacey. Well, he's another person.
I'm mad at Kevin Spacey too, but
reasons.
completely different reasons.
Also, he also had a Netflix series, House of Cards.
Yeah.
I never watched that. I heard it was good.
I don't know what the fuck Kevin Smith was thinking with some of the decisions he made.
Yeah, don't ask me to explain it. I don't know anything about it.
People are like, oh, you just hate it because Tila's the main character. No, I love Tila. I hate what they did to her. They disrespected her.
Look at what they did to my boy, like, girl.
I'm mad because they messed up Tila. I like Tila as a character. Her being the main character is not a bad idea. The show isn't called He-Man. It's called Masters of the Universe. So I think it's a cool idea to focus on the other Masters for a change. But, of course, still pay respect to He-Man. He is the main guy. But like, you know, they just they ruined it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I'm not into these shows because they keep making all these shows I was never into, and people just get upset. I'm like, I'm glad I.
It sucks because there's good stuff in there too.
Yeah.
It's like you could have had a fantastic show, and instead you created fucking controversy. Stop doing that.
Yeah, this is another reason I'm getting more hesitant with stuff with Avatar as.
Oh, and they changed Skeletor's backstory.
Oh,
like,
they did?
Again, like they didn't do the whole face burned off thing from
Oh,
the
that's
remake.
unfortunate.
They changed how he met Evelyn. It's like, stop it. Stop it. They changed Evelyn's backstory also.
Oh, yeah, I heard about
Evelyn's
that.
a character I love, by the way. So don't come in here and say, oh, you don't like the show because you're sexist. They're ruining the female character.
Ironic. Ironic. So yeah, that was Andrew's rant about Netflix.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with Assassin's Creed.
I mean,
or mythology.
it fits with Ubisoft. So, a little bit. I gotta say, I'm hopeful for the next big Netflix project that I've been looking forward to is Avatar. You know what Netflix does good, though, is their own original content that's 100% original. Like,
Yeah,
Stranger
like,
Things.
Stranger Things is great. BoJack is. I know why you have problems with it, and yeah, it's.
I can see.
I can totally get it, but it's still like it's a show that did very well. It's very praised. I liked it overall, but yeah, there are rough parts of it. That's intentional though. It's supposed to be a rough show.
I can see why there are people who like it. I just personally don't like BoJack, and I won't go around.
He can't handle how unlikable the main character is. Which he's supposed to be unlikable, but yeah, for some people that's not gonna work as a show.
What bugs me more is the fact that it's less that he's unlikable, more that every time there's like even a little bit of hint of growth, they immediately take 3 steps back in the next episode, and I'm just like, I can't follow a character if he's never gonna grow.
Yeah. So yeah. What was I gonna work? So for this target, we have to literally. He's like dressed exactly like the captains and commanders. So basically, we're just gonna have to kill everyone to find this.
We have to murder everyone.
Oh, maybe that's him.
Are we the Vindicators from that one episode of Rick and Morty where they blew up a planet to kill one guy,
Yeah.
and just because they didn't want to work with Rick, even though Rick could have found him with a special device he could have made?
Oh god, there's a whole lot of high level.
Did that guy just say Guilo? I heard someone say
kill this dude, so it won't be a problem.
And just one less person to fight against.
Here we go. This is probably the target, to be honest.
I'm playing Spyro right now, and I drowned in lava. I love Spyro. I've been playing that on Mondays, by the way. Or I started that on Monday. This last
is out
Monday.
of the way. One of these guys is the target. I'm sure of it.
In my opinion, Raid Shadow Legends is only okay, not amazing, and Dislight is also okay. Well, I'll try out Dislight so that way Andrew doesn't have to, because I don't mind playing.
I mean, I don't mind trying it out. If it makes me mad, then hey, that's more YouTube content, I guess.
If it makes
if it's good, I'll call it good, because I love there to be a bunch of great mobile games out there, but my hopes are not high with how mobile gaming has been and continues to be. Did you hear about Diablo Immortal? Holy shit!
I heard that it sucks.
$100,000 to max out a character.
What?
I swear to God. And
that's outrageous. Even for
$100,000 goddamn dollars.
Is it guaranteed?
And they said there weren't going to be any gameplay affecting microtransactions. They straight up lied to everybody. And no, it's not guaranteed, by the way. That's if things go well. Because it's all random drops. And they say, oh, you can unlock it through gameplay, but it turns out you actually can't. They put in hidden caps in the game if you're not spending money.
That's stupid. That's actually fucking
crap. Blizzard is just not a company anymore.
I think it's. I mean, they're still in the middle of getting bought out, right? Or did they already?
Yeah, but Microsoft doesn't have them yet. I feel like if Microsoft had them, they'd say, "What the hell is wrong with you? Stop that!"
Yeah, Microsoft is pretty good about not doing that.
Look, I'm not an Xbox fan, but I can see Microsoft is getting it has been like doing pretty good in a lot of ways. So good for them. Like Game Pass seems like a very customer friendly, like thing, and you know a lot of other shit.
And they
seems to be
put
going really
pretty much
well.
all their games on PC, which
which is great because that way I don't have to buy an Xbox.
it's also it just makes
that
more.
was the target. I knew it. Okay. It's convenient because that way I can still play like any game I want, and
you don't have to pay $500 for an Xbox, even
because I'm sorry, Xbox is just the inferior console out of the two.
Well, the way it runs is actually generally better because it uses better parts, but it's I don't know enough about anything outside of that though. But you grew up on PlayStation, so it kind of feels better for you.
Yeah. All right. See, he's literally just accounting, and we're murdering this poor man.
Yeah, all he was counting his money.
Counting the gold. These are
how-
chocolate coins. I was going to give them to the
Oh, he was
children.
counting
shit.
hands. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, it was a
Him?
woman.
No, I think it's a guy.
Oh, what?
He just has a feminine voice.
Oh, okay. That was weird. I guess it was supposed to be that he has blood on his hands
the
too.
Order is eternal. So the first guy was up on. It's like they each seem to be mirroring what they're doing to people in these like do-odd things. The first guy, remember, there were all these crucified people, and then suddenly he was on a crucifix saying, "The order is eternal." Yeah, this guy, he had people's hands, and then suddenly he has no hands, and the order is eternal.
I like this because of the mystery of what the fuck is going on. Kevin's Fifth pissed me off because not only did he fuck up the characters, he killed Orko. Oh yeah, I heard a lot of people.
Oh yeah, you might be a little happier if you watch season 2. Then season 2 is better than season 1, but it still ain't. It ain't exactly.
It ain't much
perfect.
better.
Because I feel like, look, a few things do get better. Like, remember they made the king kind of an asshole in season 1, but then in season 2 he's kind of mellowed out. And the thing is, I didn't have that much problem with the king being an asshole because his son literally just died. So it's like, I get it. You're really mad and yada yada. But for Tila to... Look, I can even get Tila being mad, but the shit she said was so dumb and nonsensical, and then she just spits on Adam, like, right after he literally just died. You're gonna fucking insult him? Fuck you. Like, you know, you ruined Tila. And she loves Adam. Like, this is not her character.
Loves in what way?
Both ways.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that wouldn't really make sense. I mean, I guess I could get her feeling betrayed, but...
Yeah, but the man just died.
Yeah,
it's like, you're all liars, and Adam was no better. Okay, you know what? Go jump off a building. I don't like you anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just... I watched season 2. Orko's revival was temporary.
I shall honor you. Loyal
It was?
to our creed.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I was trying not to spoil that. Like, yeah.
Oh, well, that was the same person who said that they were mad that they killed Orko.
Oh, okay. Alright, never mind then. I was sad that they killed Moss Man. I really like Moss Man. But I know he's not like a huge, important character, so like, yeah, alright, fine. But I like him.
Yeah, that would make me sad too if a character I like just got killed.
I'm a sucker for characters like that. I love Swamp Thing in DC, and I love Moss Man.
Yeah, Swamp Thing is such a cool character. Swamp Thing.
And what's really cool is there's a crossover comic in Justice and He-Man where Swamp Thing and Moss Man meet, and I'm like, hey!
The Moss people, they become more powerful
We are
together.
the plant people.
Isn't Moss Man immortal? Or not Swamp Man?
Swamp Thing kinda, yeah. It's kind of inconsistent whether or not he's immortal.
Because he's just a nature spirit of the Earth.
He literally is like, the personified version of the Earth, the green itself. Specifically, they say.
So long as there's green on Earth, he could come back.
I guess so, yeah.
Which I like that idea. Like, it's like how they deal with Kronos in the Percy Jackson series. How he's technically immortal, but if you break him up into pieces again, he'll go back to sleep. Well, that's...
Yeah, I did that on purpose. I'm trying to
I
get
think
down
he's
here
dead now.
No, he was already dead.
No,
I'm trying to bury him.
I think you killed him.
Shut up.
I actually have Dislike. It's pretty fun and the only mobile game I have in my phone. Okay, I'll look it down.
If it's good, I'll say it's good. But if it's got bullshit in it, I'm gonna say it's got bullshit in it.
That is a cool outfit, by the way. That guy looks like an Einherjar.
Yeah, honestly. Remember, there were 2 like Norse warriors in the game.
Yeah, I remember. That was fucking awesome. Did you see my art challenge today, speaking of Einherjar?
Oh, really? I did not. Because remember I had a pretty chaotic day.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'll show you the physical drawing, because you're physically here. And see, if you can't guess who it is...
I feel like I'm fighting like a hidden boss or something.
I know, this is a pretty cool boss. Speaking of hidden bosses, I forgot how...
One thing I'm excited about in God of War Ragnarok is it looks like we're going to be fighting Einherjar. Damn it!
Well, but the major question, Andrew, how hairy will they be?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
The last message I read was around here. So
Yeah, I got you. The main writer doesn't have the best relationship with Horus and actively tries to be with Set and Anubis instead of Horus. God, there's so much gay stuff going on in your story, man. Not a problem, by the way. Just like...
just kind of hard.
Also, whenever like people ship Set and Anubis, I'm always like, that's father and son, you realize?
Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, back then it probably wouldn't have been weird, but it's still a little weird.
I know in some versions Anubis is the son of Osiris, but still, that's your wife's son either way. I mean, it is mythology. Zeus banged his daughter.
Oh,
Zeus literally banged his sister, had a daughter with that sister, and then banged that daughter.
It was back in the day, man. It didn't mean the same thing.
Like, it was back in the day, man, you know? That's just how it was.
I mean, it is. Like I said, historians have multiple times said that without lots and lots of incest throughout history, you probably wouldn't exist.
You are the result of a whole lot of what are you doing, brother? Not stepbrother, just bro. What are you doing, blood brother?
Oh, God. Why are we bringing this up now? Let's go back to talking about people being immortal. Who has the most immortality?
Sun Wukong.
Speaking of Sun Wukong, I know a lot of people want you to watch that death battle.
Yeah, every single video I post, there's a death battle coming up. Okay, I heard you guys. It's cool. Like, yeah, and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna do a video on it. And I would have watched... Look, I haven't watched Death Battle in a while, but Hercules versus Sun Wukong, oh, I ain't missing that shit. Those are two of my absolute favorite gods of all time. Like,
run!
Beaten only by Hades. Like, literally, that's my top 3 is Hades, Heracles, and Sun Wukong.
Interesting. I get that. You really like the story of the 12 labors of...
Yeah, you fell too far.
Anyway, so yeah.
I love Journey to the West. I love 12 Labors of Heracles. And Sun Wukong is so much fun. He's such an insane character.
We also both think that, we both believe that Sun Wukong will probably win the death battle because...
Yeah. Sun Wukong just look, Heracles has the strength, but Sun Wukong has like everything else. And Heracles is smart, but Sun Wukong is so deviously smart. Like...
The other thing is, Sun Wukong has 7 layers of immortality.
Yeah, 7... Now, I don't know if we're doing this before all the layers of immortality, but even so, he had to be devious and powerful just to get those immortality layers. Yeah, Heracles has 1 layer, Sun Wukong has 7. So if we're playing after immortality, I think Sun Wukong's the winner. But even if we're playing before, I still think Sun Wukong might be the winner. He's got so much speed, he can clone himself, he can take the form of basically anything. He has wind powers, his staff can magically extend. He can do pretty much anything. How many powers would you like this character to have? Yes.
Yeah, kind of. It's like how we eventually got to where Superman is now. He just has every power. Is there a power? Yes. Does Superman have it? Well, no. Then it's not a real power, is it? Just because Superman doesn't have it doesn't mean it's not a power. The main writer also doesn't have the best relationship with Horus, and oh yeah,
I read that.
In my opinion, Raid is okay. Guys, I think I broke my friend. We've been doing this mystery-solving roleplay, and there was an NPC my character was supposed to be with. I don't think my friend was prepared for me to bring out the love confession the moment my character saw the guy in person after rescuing him from a tunnel full of monsters, but it happened, and now I'm sitting and waiting for them to reply like, caught you off guard, didn't I? I'm confused. I don't understand the backs. Zeus will screw anyone. I mean, almost anyone. Anything, even. That is more accurate.
He's never screwed his brothers yet.
Someone asked a question in your Discord, by the way. Do you think Zeus is gay?
He's probably bi since he banged Ganymede. Ganymede's a man.
I don't remember that story. Okay. Cool. I mean, not really cool for everybody else.
Not cool for Ganymede.
Yeah.
Ganymede didn't want it.
Yeah, actually, maybe make that uncool. That kind of ruins a lot of other stuff.
Zeus having more sexuality is not a good thing, and it means less people are safe.
Yeah, honestly. That's like an assassin having more weapons. That's not a good thing for normal people. Or a psychopath having more ways to kill. Honestly, by this point, I don't have a gay relationship or a Birdman in my stories. I would explode. Yeah, okay.
Alright, you do you, man.
It's fine. I like adding dragons to a lot of things, but so I get that. Sun Wukong, there is no contest. Also, there's Superman who became a god. Yeah, but that was after bathing in the sun for a million years. That's a whole other thing. It's not even really Superman at that point. To be honest, the reason I got disliked was because I saw the guy who's the aspect of Anubis, and well, now I have a mobile game. Really, that's why?
Well, you know, I get it if Anubis is your favorite god. Like, I went and tried out that DC Heroes game because I wanted to see if I could get the Joker on my team. But Joker was completely paywalled, and I got really mad.
Yeah, I get that.
And not, like, cheap either. It was $20.
He became...
For a character in a mobile game. Mortal Kombat, that's a way more in-depth character. $5. Mobile games are fucking gross.
I won't disagree with you. I'll just, yeah. I like playing mobile games that you actually have to buy first, because those.
Yeah, because then that's it, typically.
Yeah, typically.
Like that's why I like one of the mobile games I still have on my phone is called I think it's called Zombieland or Zombieville or something. It's just a game where you fight zombies, and the game is $5. And then that's it. You play all you want. There's no other way to spend money. Like, you play all you want. There's no energy. There's no gems. There's no in-game... There is an in-game currency, but you can't pay for it. It's just, you know, through gameplay.
Yeah.
You get it? And that's how you unlock everything.
Yeah, like, there's a mobile game that I like called You Must Build a Boat, also $5. I don't remember if there's a in-game currency that you can buy or not. And I've played it quite a bit, and that just goes to show that it's a pretty good game if I don't even know if there's an in-game currency because I just played it.
It's bullshit when games pull that shit. I hate gaming so much.
I know.
I could spend hours ranting how much I hate it.
You could.
Yeah.
Maybe you should. Just that way people will stop asking you to play mobile games.
Or maybe they'll keep asking because they'll want to see more of that shit.
That's also another thing, yep. It's like the whole doing reviews of Percy Jackson films all over again.
You know what's funny, though? I feel like if I talk about a mobile game and I rant about it, some people are going to go, dude, that's always been in mobile gaming. And I'll be like, yes, that's the problem.
Yeah, just because it's always been there doesn't make it better.
Yeah. Like, there have always been murderers. Does that make murder okay?
I think it does. That totally justifies it if other people have done it.
No, seriously, like, I used to, like, follow the Marvel's Avengers Facebook page because I wanted to see when they were going to add shit in. But they just kept adding in more and more microtransactions.
More cosmetics, right?
Yeah, and so I tried to give them feedback on the thing. I was like, look, you got to stop doing this and start giving us what you promised. Like, stop paywalling everything you're adding in. This isn't fair. And these absolute brainwashed morons were coming and going, do you realize how much they're giving away for free? No game gives away this much for free. First of all, they're not giving anything away for free. You have to buy the game. That means nothing in it is free. It's all part of that initial purchase. Second of all, they weren't giving away anything. That's what I was giving feedback about. They're like, they need to sell these skins to make money. It's like, no, the game was $60 to $80 at launch. That's how you make money. Ghost of Tsushima has about 500 in-game cosmetics that cost no extra money. You think... So are you going to tell me Ghost of Tsushima made no money? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, yeah, that...
like,
What they should have done...
Yeah, all these zombies were just like, hey, this is just part of the industry.
Some of those could also just be bots. Because it's pretty... No, the reason I say that is because there are actually bots that are pretty,
No, I checked just to see, like, they all had full, like, Facebook pages.
Oh, no, bots will have full pages, too.
Okay.
That's why I say some of them can be bots, because bots have gotten pretty in-depth where they have full fake pages and everything, and they have almost legitimate responses. It's almost, like, it's getting harder and harder to tell that something is a bot these days.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that to make you feel better. I'm trying to just, drop some knowledge bombs for the chat. Some of them were probably also trolls, and then a good percentage of them are probably also just fucking sheep.
Makes me sad to see fucking a game. Avengers was a game that had a lot of potential, and then they just focused on selling skins, recolors for $14 a piece. And
I heard the what you call it. The Guardians game was better.
Oh, the Guardians game was really good, actually.
I
really liked it. It's the gameplay wasn't the best in the world, but it was fun enough. What was amazing was the narrative.
Okay.
The story was great. Characters were fantastic.
Maybe I'll play it then.
Especially there's all these optional dialogues you can miss. I never wanted to miss a single dialogue because there's so much character development, and especially for Drax. Like, I just felt terrible for Drax in that game. Like, there's this moment which you can completely miss when you're at, like, this, like, black market of the galaxy. You're in nowhere, basically. You know, the place, the head
with the head.
Celestial. And at the edge of nowhere, there's actually the edge of the galaxy. And you can go over there, and you can find Drax there looking out at the edge of the galaxy. He's like, hey, Drax, what are you doing? And it was because this is where all things end. This is where I feel closest to my wife and daughter. And I just, like... I come here to talk to them. And, it's so, like, deep, like, it really gets into what every character has lost and, what they went through.
That's how I felt when playing the Mass Effect games. Yeah. You really have a lot of good conversations and story.
Yeah. It was so well done, and I really wanted to get a sequel, but unfortunately it didn't do very well. Yeah, putting an assassin to rest. You might want to close his mouth. That's a little embarrassing.
He liked to have his mouth hanging open. I want him to die the way he lived.
He always had his mouth open. He was a mouth breather. Alright, now to finish this burial process. We're doing things the Greek way this time.
I mean,
there you go.
She's totally fine with it, so it must be okay. Look, now he's...
The body actually burned. I love that.
That's a good effect. I feel like the fire should have stayed a little longer, but whatever. Maybe not. If people pander to my sexuality, I'll buy it. I never buy things based on my sexuality, because to me, what makes a game good is the story and the gameplay. If you do one of those two things good, I will enjoy the game. Yeah. If you do both those things bad, I will probably get bored pretty quickly. Or no, sorry, mediocre, I'll get bored. And if you do both of them bad, I just won't even touch your game.
We've got
a new Phylakitai sort of thing?
It's something similar. Yeah,
Shadow of the North.
The North remembers.
The North.
I wonder if that's the guy I was fighting earlier.
Possibly, not, but I don't think so. You're buying Elden Ring because there's a Wolfman husbando. Yeah, again, I would never do that.
I did not get Elden Ring because I'm not a big...
You're not a Soulsborne fan.
Soulsborne guy, yeah.
Same.
So far, for me, the only exception has been Neo, and it took me a while to get good at I know that's the idea. The charm of it is, you have to get good. With Neo, I was able to deal with it because I love Japanese myths so much in Japanese culture that the world, I was really enjoying it, and I was like, I want to get better at this game because I really want to see more of this game. I'm sure that's how Elden Ring feels too, maybe.
Yeah, well, Elden Ring is very similar, but one of the reasons people like it is because it's all open world, so you can just run into bosses.
That's cool. I do like that.
And you can make yourself stronger if you want to.
I know Ubisoft was talking some shit about Elden Ring, and it's like you're in no position to be talking
Ubisoft.
shit.
Of course they would.
Damn.
Bloodborne is I think you might like the world of Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, I've been considering trying
it's
because I
werewolves and
really
shit.
love that kind of that kind of style and vibe and era and everything. That whole it looks like it's some straight up like Transylvanian horror shit.
Yeah,
going on.
I've always been kind of more interested in trying Bloodborne over Dark Souls.
Yeah, same. And I hear Bloodborne's the best Soulsborne game up until Elden Ring. Now everyone's saying it's Elden Ring.
I have no frame of reference because I played none of them.
Yeah. Same. But yeah, I think I could potentially very much enjoy Bloodborne.
And you've heard it here, folks. Andrew may one day try Bloodborne, possibly even on stream.
I would probably do it on stream. That's myth-related.
Yeah. That just goes to show that it's a successful marketing strategy if you buy it because you're sexual. True. And I'm not trying to judge you, Toko. I'm just saying I wouldn't. Because I've bought there's a game I bought and I played just because it had dragons in it and the whole thing was dragons. And I liked the game okay. I played it for about a couple weeks and then I never touched it again. I even streamed it on stream.
I used to play Smite purely because of the mythology aspect of it, but I'm not a big MOBA guy. But I feel like I do want to try to get back into it because I know they've added a whole lot to it, and I know my audience is really into it and they want me to play it. So I feel like I would enjoy it a lot more if I was like streaming it and just, you know, having the audience be involved.
Maybe let me know and we could play it together.
Yeah, we could probably both play it.
I remember my two gods I always liked playing were Hades and Sobek, because in the early days Sobek was really strong because people didn't really know how to they didn't really know distances back when the game first came out super well. And one of the things I would do with Sobek in round 1 is people would always just walk up to your towers and I would bait them by like just getting close to the edge, and when they get close to me I would just use his ability that throws them back and I'd throw them into my tower and get a free kill early on.
My main was Apollo. Because, you know, since, again, I wasn't really very used to MOBAs and the game style, I found it a lot more better for my play style to use ranged attacks, like fight from a distance in order to, like, ease into the game a little more.
Mm-hmm.
I started with Hades, because obviously Hades is my favorite god, and he was ranged too, so yeah, he was a good choice for that. But Apollo has such a faster rate of fire and everything, so I got more into Apollo.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, to people in the chat who understand the game. Game? They're playing a game? No, Yuki, the game. Not the game, but the game. Ah, yes, the game. That one.
That one.
And you just lost. No, not this or these ones. That one. Yes, and now you have lost. Nope, I didn't.
What the hell is going on in the chat?
You know that old stupid joke where it's like if you think of the game, you lose? Well, here's the thing. I'm relieving all of you. You guys have all won the game now. You don't have to play it anymore. Yeah, and you're no longer playing. That is my Zagard pact with you in the chat. If you have typed in this chat, you are no longer playing the game, and you never will again. You are freed. Bloodborne is a very good game. I'm playing it right now, and I love the designs for the world and creatures. Yeah, like I said, it's the one. It's the first one that made me want to try that series, that and Neo, because I like the world and the creatures, like Andrew said. I just never did because I have so many other things to do and games to play.
Another game I might eventually try is Sekiro for the exact same for the exact same reasons as Neo.
That's Shadows Die Twice, right?
Yeah. Also, I heard there's like a Chinese Soulsborne game coming out, and it's like, oh god, I feel like y'all are gonna get me into Soulsborne games.
I mean, that's not really a bad thing.
It's not necessarily, but because the thing is, they're not bad games. Yeah, they just typically haven't been my style, but I have grown to really, really enjoy playing Neo, so I could see myself eventually going for this style. It's not like mobile games where it's anti-consumer or anything.
Yeah, they're pretty healthy on the consumer side. Yeah. The only problem that I saw with what was the one? Not Sekiro, the other one that came out around the same time.
Wasn't that Neo?
No. The one that you said was a well, it came out around the same time as Neo 2, I think. Sekiro did. But that other game you were talking about, you were talking about the same time you were talking about the Avengers game.
One hit kill.
I know, fucking stupid. It's the one. The one where you start off as a samurai and you can either become more of a ninja or a samurai.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
That's not a Soulsborne.
Yeah, I was just remembering it because similar.
That's a lot more universally
The only
friendly.
thing that, even though I haven't played the game, the only thing I don't like about it is that you cannot try to go and attack the main base at the start of the game, even though you're too weak.
Yeah.
I wish that was an option, even though you will lose.
Well, most games don't let you do that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You can, like, they put you up against the final boss as the first boss, like, just to, you know, show you how not ready you are for that fight. But someone tested it on YouTube, like, he actually, it took him fucking forever, but he was able to beat that boss, but then it just triggers the same cutscene anyway. Because they weren't expecting you to be able to.
That's unfortunate. I mean, I get why.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if they had added in that you could just finish the game there.
That would be amazing. The final cutscene just triggered.
But I guess not. Let's see. Would you try Demon Souls? Maybe.
I've heard that's like the hardest one.
If we really end up liking Bloodborne and all the other Soulsborne games, then maybe we'll try Demon Souls.
Yeah, look, I would only do Demon Souls if I've already done Neo 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring. Then, because after doing all those, I'd be like, well, now I really do want to try out Elden Ring. Then Demon Souls would be after that. I don't know if I'd necessarily play Dark Souls first, but, you know, if I did all those games, then I'd be like, all right, maybe now I'll try out Demon Souls or Dark Souls.
Makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
And the reason Elden Ring is above that, I mean, isn't it obvious? It's the one everyone's praising as the absolute best one.
Yeah. Here, I'll give you the... I moved the mic a little closer to you when you were leaning forward.
Demon Souls is Dark Souls, but a lot harder. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I think I'd want to work my way up to that.
I like this guy's turban. Very colorful. Makes me think of caramel.
I like his beard.
Can't we grow our beard back?
Yeah, we can put the beard back on if we want.
Let's add it back. It's been 4 years. We should have a beard by now. How do I do that?
I'll tell you right after this. Oh, this is one of those guys with one of those, like, headpieces.
It's because he's hiding the fact that
he's got
bald.
a double Uraeus.
He's hiding the fact that he's bald, isn't he?
Thomas. You have to be bald in order to wear one of those.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a Horus, a Bast, an Anubis, and an Apis bull.
What about an Aspis bull?
Well, of course, there's actually like 4 falcon-headed gods in Egypt, so I can never be sure which one it is.
What if it's all of them?
Oh dear.
What if it turns out all the falcon-headed gods were actually one god?
There's also at least 3 jackal-headed gods.
All right, so how do we put it on?
Press go to gear, and go all the way to the left. See, there's make your hair longer and make your beard come back. Got the beard back.
You know, let's give ourselves the long hair too.
All right, even though it's invisible. Oh, you can also take the hood off if you want.
Wait, what?
That's the hair. You can't see it.
That's fine. I'd rather keep the hood on.
Okay. Yeah, we look better with the beard.
Well, especially since it's been 4 years. He's given up on shaving.
I'm a man who likes beards, in case you can't tell.
I'm a man who eats beards. There's no way for you to know that, but I'm just letting you know.
Okay, great.
Look, they are high in fiber. Wait, am I even going the right way?
I think the guy's under you, man.
Why do they always want to be on the bottom? I want to be on the bottom.
I want to be Little Spoon.
I'm going down this dig site to murder a guy wearing
Murder
a gold
is a good
helmet.
thing.
It should be burning his scalp in this heat of Egypt.
When is the Antarctican Soulsborne game coming? That would be pretty cool, actually.
What, is there going to be like a
like
Yeti
an
monster?
ice-themed one. There are some snow-themed levels in Neo, though. I think that's an entrance.
Yes.
Down there.
Do you want to go wash your face? Because it seems like you've got some cat ears on you. Okay.
I am always playing. Fight me! Oh yeah, because in some Soulsborne games you can fight other players.
No, was that Lily Harmonia talking?
Yeah.
She's saying I'm always playing the game. Nope, I've kicked you out of the game. I've deleted the game now.
No more game.
As my power of a Dragon Lord, there is no more game.
Honestly, the only bad thing about Elden Ring is something that involved the Horizon Forbidden West team. Oh yeah, I heard about that. And even then, that was funny as shit.
What happened?
Well, yeah, Guerrilla Games and Ubisoft got into an argument with the Elden Ring developers.
Well, I know that the people for Horizon got upset that people weren't playing their game, which I understand. Well, that guy's dead.
I mean, did Forbidden West not do well? I thought it did great.
It did. I know it did well, but then when Elden Ring came out, because it was Elden Ring, everybody stopped talking about Horizon. They just started talking about Elden Ring. They were being a little salty, and it was kind of bad on them.
Yeah.
Not all of the developers, just some of the developers.
You can break through that thing.
I know. I was just looking around.
Stop looking around, you pussy.
How do I take out the torch, by the way?
Hold right.
That's what I. Oops. Last time I did that, it didn't. You stupid.
Because
kid.
fuck you. That's why.
What is in here? Anything special?
Apparently, nothing.
No, I've been tricked. Yes, I know how cracked walls work. I've been playing this game for a while now.
Nothing.
A Corbin.
Stop it. You're so.
I want to get a carbonite crystal.
Yep. Make yourself a lightsaber.
That would be fucking rad.
All
Jedi
right.
with lightsabers.
Eating beards. Is this some Walmart All Might type shit? There are two other generals working for Gaia. One is a son of Zeus, who's an original character who became the aspect of Kronos. He even has an upgraded version of his scythe. Oh, cool. I always preferred the whole Kronos having a sickle thing, because I feel like that's way more unique. Like, what other god uses a sickle?
None.
Whereas I can name a few gods who use scythes. Bird of prey soaring across the sky. Some Pokemon stuff. A lot of Pokemon stuff.
Lots of Pokemon stuff going on here. Where am I supposed to go? Just go down here?
Honey, when you say rumor has it, you have to sing the full song. Rumor has it.
I don't know the full song.
Yeah, me neither. That's why he has to sing it.
Oh, yeah. Sing it, damn it. We want to learn this song.
You gotta complete the puzzle because he can't climb even though he's an assassin.
I guess it's because he fell?
Some member of the Brotherhood you are. Okay, I know what you have to do. You climb up there first.
Okay.
We'll put the thing down.
I don't wanna. It's my new thing.
Okay. You climb up there first, and then you get on that platform that he has to get on. So that way, you know, you'll weigh it down and he'll be able to get on it. Then you go put all the weights on the other platform.
Stay on this platform while I find a way to move it.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Get on the goddamn platform, you doofus! Thank you.
God, you're so stupid. I hate you.
Stop!
I hate you,
Yeah.
Dad.
Maybe just you and that weight will be enough. Yeah, okay, there you go. We good?
By the gods, it's working.
Dude, it's not that big a deal. Okay, you gotta go get another weight.
Yeah, I'm not fat enough.
Because apparently your weight was only enough to weigh it down for that long. That's not how science works.
I'm a carbon. I need to carb up.
Now, will that be enough to go all the way? After I beat Spyro, I'm gonna start playing Assassin's Creed more. Cool. Yeah, you do.
Oh, gotta find another one.
Buddy, climb the rest of the way, you fucking poser assassin.
Yeah, you're a fake hidden one. You're a saint one. You're a seen one. I see you for who you really are. A loser. A failure. Deception.
Disgrace. Evil as clear as the mark on his face. Okay, that should be enough. Now, it literally won't go any lower. Okay, you don't have to suck my dick.
Yeah,
it's
look,
okay.
Look, I had a wife. I don't need your help for this.
My wife's already thirsty for me every time I see her. I don't need you too.
Wait, what?
Get those things out of the way.
He can't move them?
No, he can't do anything, and I question why he's even here.
Yeah, why are you here? I should have just.
I could have done this more easily on my own.
Magic anus torch activate.
Basically, the team were being whiny bitches. There is a Superman who became a god, basically after everyone he cared about died in the 21st century. He secluded himself, center of the sun, for a long time until he emerged as Golden Superman. One of the first things he did was resurrect Lois Lane as a goddess. Well, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he basically... You know how powerful Dr. Manhattan is?
Yeah, it sounds like...
He's stronger than that.
Makes sense. If Kronos has a sickle, maybe try and keep him away from hammers. Monka.
You know, because the hammer and sickle.
Yep.
Agreed.
We don't need any communism in here.
Yeah, we don't believe in the communism.
Actually, that is how physics works. Shut up!
Shut up. I'm the mythology
Don't come in
guy,
here
not
with
the
your
physiology
facts.
guy.
Gaming Pickle says, she ain't real. She ain't gonna be able to love you like I will. She is a stranger. You and I have history. Or don't you remember? Sure, she's... I feel like this is quoting something. She's got it all.
Quoting a song.
Baby, it's what you really want. Bless your soul. Got your head in the clouds, made a fool out of you, and boy, she's pricking you. This sounds like a song. Are you quoting? Oh, you're doing Rumor Has It. Oh, you're doing the whole Rumor Has It song. Gaming Pickle, I respect you for that.
I don't believe in music, so...
I feel embarrassed that I completely read that out of tune.
No, you did it on purpose so we don't,
get copyright
no copyright strike. They can't strike us if we're just reading it.
God.
They're just words that happen to be the same. You can get right now, little lap kitty.
No, yeah, Pickle, you're right. I did ask for the lyrics, so that one's on me, but thank you.
How dare you ask for something, Andrew? I now have to slice off your nipples. It's the law. It's the law. Your nipples must be sliced off.
Yeah. Yeah, Pickle, nothing to apologize for. That you're right. That's what I asked for. So, yeah.
You asked for this.
That one's on me.
Even if you didn't ask for it, there's no reason to apologize.
I like how you just hit him with the torch when you saw him. Ah! Fire! I wasn't gonna hurt you. I'm here to give you your tour.
I don't believe in tours.
So is your friend gonna literally do anything?
I don't think he's our friend. I think he's secretly our enemy.
Maybe.
Watch, it turns out he is the enemy.
Did you already kill the target?
I
Because now it says escape the pyramid.
don't know.
What's going on? What's he doing? Oh.
Oh.
A scroll! Not the secret objects I was hoping for. Let's get
What was the point of all that?
Yeah, why are we here? You are literally a waste of my time.
I thought we were here to kill somebody.
Maybe we're here to kill him. Maybe he's outlived his usefulness as part of the order.
Kill all the bandits. Okay.
And stab you in the butt? Oh, I
Tucker
want to stab
says,
you in the butt.
Backstory of the son of Zeus. Obviously something Hera did something horrible to him. Yeah, makes sense. She decided to be subtle about it, secretly switched him with a poor mortal when they were babies and took away the sun's power and gave it to the mortal, making him a god. Well, geez, Hera, way to go the extra mile.
I don't think we should be saying "way to go" for that.
Good for that random mortal, though.
Speaking of Son of Zeus, you know what I've been thinking about recently? That mediocre, interesting, but ultimately poorly executed Blood of Zeus show.
Yeah, we did videos talking about it. Everyone and their grandma says, make a video talking about Blood of Zeus. We did 2 of them!
Yeah, we did 2 videos. We got the Scroll of Truth.
Scroll of Thoth.
Ew, shut up. This is the Scroll of Truth. Just because you like eating pizza doesn't mean it's good for you. Yeah. I love that meme. Alright, it's 6:30 now, isn't it?
Oh. Yes, it is. Okay. You want to stop here?
Yeah, we could stop.
We just finished a thing, so...
Yeah, we finished a thing. That's
all right, so we wiped out the Phylakitai, we killed Sobek, we uncovered some strange mummy tomb, and we did a few Hidden Ones missions. I'm hoping in the next stream we'll maybe be able to finish the Hidden Ones story, because I really want to get to the Curse of the Pharaohs story.
Curse of the Pharaohs! Curse of the Pharaohs!
One reason we didn't just jump into that is because Curse of the Pharaohs story is a more higher level story, so... You know, doing this Hidden One stuff is a good way to grind.
It's also more fun from what I can tell.
Yeah.
So, you know, ending on that would probably be a better...
I'm probably gonna, like, when we get to Curse of the Pharaohs, I'm probably actually gonna do the side missions and stuff there, because it's all really cool.
I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. Alright, guys, chat, we're gonna go look for someone to raid. Here, let's see who there is. I think Jeremy is probably streaming. If there's no one else I want to raid, we'll raid Jeremy. Let's see. He's streaming, that guy's streaming, that other person is streaming, that one has hair. You know what, we'll go simple, we'll go raid our good pal, Jeremiah, Foe, Gitfa. Here are the raid messages, you guys know what to do if you are subscribed. Zagard uses Dragon Powers and now I'm here, Zagard7. Just copy and paste that in his chat. If you are not subscribed, Zagard's cat brought me here. Pogjack, copy and get ready to paste that. We're going to end the stream here. We're going to go raid Jeremy, AKA Gitfa. That's his name, because he has a very good sense of humor. Andrew, is there anything you'd like to tell the chat before we end the stream?
Thanks for being here. Sorry we didn't have a stream last week. Thanks for all the support on the Sea of Monsters video.
Yeah, I second that. Thank you for the support on the Sea of Monsters and the Lightning Thief video, because you've added that, and the Hercules video, even though that was already there. Thank you for all your continued support for his channel, my channel, both our channels, all the channels that we are combined with. It has meant a lot to have you all here. It has been really great. The kitty was so happy to have another Wednesday stream, because she gets to jump up on my lap and get all the kitty pets. But most importantly, guys, stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy. Most importantly, be thankful for everything and everyone you have in your life. And don't believe in yourself, believe in me, who believes in you. Bye, chat, and we'll see you again next week with Mythology Guy. Tomorrow we'll be playing some more Kingdom Hearts.